Check, baby, 1, 2.
I didn't beat my computer. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here of the Industry DJs podcast. I am your host, DJ T Kid.
I'm your co-host. I'll do it like this.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode here. You can check us out on your favorite streaming platforms, Apple, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and the Anchor app. Check us out live every single Monday here on Facebook at the Industry DJs. Also on YouTube and Twitch at the Industry DJs. You know, as I'm like introing the show, I'm thinking that our guests should like come up with like a theme song, like a rap to our theme song to our podcast.
Oh wow!
Okay, man, let's do it for y'all.
Wow, that'd be dope, dude. An intro.
Yeah, he could do a rap intro to our.
How about we
show.
use this and let him just spin over it?
He could do that too.
Yeah,
you could do that too. Speaking of our guests, we do have a guest in the building.
No shit! Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pamp.
What up, y'all? Chi-Town's in the building. It's the P, the A, the M, the P.
That's what I love about this guy, bro. Fucking nothing but energy. Always. Ever since I've known him, he's got nothing but energy.
Have it. You know
love it, bro. Love it,
it
though.
Is.
Hey, we should have fucking. We're gonna record that intro. That's dope.
Okay.
That was dope.
Okay.
That was dope. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome Pamp in the building. Thank you very much, bro. We appreciate it, bro.
Finally made it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, no, thank you, bro. Thank you.
It's been a year.
We appreciate it. It's been a year in the
Last
making.
time I was supposed to be here, I was down.
I know.
Down. I was like,
It's
yo,
all right.
I can't make it, bro. I'm sick.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Yeah, dude, you know what, man? It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you're here, man. This is awesome, man. This is one of the fucking icons of Chicago right here, man. In the house scene. I mean, wow, man. You've been around for a long time. We appreciate it, man. This is a blessing, bro, for real. It's a blessing.
I'm going through the comment. Well, not going through the comment. I'm just going through people in the live stream real quick. We got Victor Spinning Lopez. We got 3J.
What's going on, guys?
We
What's up,
got
y'all?
we got
PSL in the building.
Yep. Danielle Sherman. We got Jesse Aguirre. We have Bella. We have Danny the Wicked.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we have a lot of people in the live stream here. And that's your
and
fault,
that was
right?
me, bro. My bad.
That's
My
your fault.
bad.
You
My
talking
bad.
about me,
Hey,
right?
listen, I'm throwing it out there. I got
All
it.
right.
My bad. My bad.
All right. So before we get into the show real quick, I know before we even started the show, we had some discussions. So
Oh man, this is gonna be a good show.
it's gonna be an
This
interesting
is
show
gonna
today.
be, and shout out to DJ Rio from last week, man. That was another awesome, amazing show. That was actually pretty fucking deep, man. And that was that's been something that's been on my mind, about the music and.
I got you thinking.
No, I've been thinking that, bro. I've been thinking that because I'm as a parent, you know what I'm saying. That music is a little bit outlandish, man. You know what I'm saying? I cringe when I play it in the clubs, you know what I'm saying? And I've told you in the past that I've gotten in trouble for that. I had a lady fucking yelp when I was at Park Tavern.
I know.
And she yelped Park Tavern because she was like, this guy's playing fucking degrading music and all this other shit and every other word, but she was there and she wanted to hear 80s music all night.
And
it wasn't working.
And shout out to Real for giving you the insight last week.
I said I saw it.
I know you saw it, but
that
like
Beyonce shit just drives me crazy.
But it got okay. That's another story. But then
Pound with 2 Ds. What up, bro?
What's up, Pound? But it got you thinking. But then I should have said this last time when last week when Real was here. I'm like, unfortunately, that's where that's the direction of where music is going, and sex sells.
It's raunchy.
Sex sells.
Yeah, but not to kids, bro. Not to kids, bro. Not to kids.
Okay,
that's
but
the problem.
Okay,
and the demographic that they're pushing is.
But
to
like
the kids.
every other commercial that you see is is either objectifying women, not even objectifying women, but it's promoting like either sex. It could be in the PG way or it could be in the not so PG way. But either way, it's like it's marketable.
Hold them up.
It's marketable.
Triple H in the motherfucking building.
What's up,
That's
Triple
my
H?
DJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Patrick Wayne in the building. Wow, look at this, man.
What's up, Patrick
Fucking
Wayne?
3J. Wow,
Patrick
bro.
Wayne. Wow.
Fucking holy shit, bro.
It's fire.
We got the fucking braille.
It's fire what that is.
We got fuck. Hold on, I don't even want to talk right now. I'm mesmerized.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's way too many fucking stars in here, man. Way too many stars. Way too many fucking big names in this motherfucking chat,
Uh-huh.
bro. Making me nervous right now.
We got stars in the building.
Mind your
Stars and
business.
P.
Yeah, see, look, they're on the side of his
I
P.
see.
at that.
Just like on the flyer.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, at the end, we're going to be bidding for this hat because Pamp said that was I never wore it. It's always been on my memorabilia shelf.
I'm tripping
But
out.
yeah, he says that they're not being made anymore, so bidding starts at 1,000.
There you go. And
Carbo,
start-
what's going on,
I'll
sir?
split it with you,
Start.
bro. I'll split it with you.
Carbo, what's going on, sir?
Cabron, what up, bro?
All right, so real quick, let's go through our weekends.
I'll go. So fucking, well, actually, because of the snowstorm, club karaoke was canceled for Wednesday, and then Friday, fucking, I drove all the way down to Players, and they canceled that too because of the snowstorm on Friday. And then, so yeah, that was, so I stayed home. So I fucking chilled. So Saturday, and then I had club karaoke over at Fimico's. That was dope. And then yesterday, just went to dinner with my daughter and her boyfriend, and just hung out with them for a little while. And
Wow.
did that family shit, man. And that was about it, man. So yeah, so I worked one day this week.
Wow.
Yeah, sucked. I didn't even know what to do with myself, bro. I was pacing.
He worked one day this week.
Right.
I worked one day.
Him working one day this week, it's like,
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
exactly.
I didn't know what to do. But I got to shovel snow, though. My back hurts.
Yeah.
That's
Be
racist.
careful. You gotta be careful shoveling that snow.
Yeah, no shit, bro. You ain't look. You saw the size of my driveway, bro.
Yes.
It's not a big house. It's just a big driveway. Mind your business.
That's it.
It's not that cul-de-sac
That's really
driveway
good.
with the fountain in the middle. No, that ain't me. How was your weekend, bro?
Thursday, I was at LG's. I got called at the last minute. And by last minute, I mean like 3 hours before I was supposed to start. So I was DJing there.
It's a long day, bro. 7 to
was-
3 in the morning.
No, that was Saturday. But
Sorry to hear that.
no, Thursday I started at 9 and ended up leaving around 11:30 because they do karaoke. They do trivia on Thursdays, and once trivia is over, people already start leaving.
Yeah.
So I was there Thursday. Friday I was at Arlington Ale House, in Arlington Heights. Even though it snowed, people still showed up. People still showed up.
There's a lot of people. A lot of those people living in the neighborhood too.
Yeah.
So those
Showed you
condos,
videos.
they got like
They'll
all
still
the
come out.
yeah, hell yeah.
still come
But,
out.
One of
well,
those days, you'd
that-
be surprised a club will pack out because of the days like that.
where Arlington Ale House is like a version of
It's in downtown Arlington.
yeah,
Heights, too.
it's yeah, pretty much it's like Fulton Market. It's like you got the high rises, you got everybody that lives there, and then you walk downstairs, there's nothing but clubs and restaurants and shit. It's beautiful over there. It's really nice, man. Yeah, they got nice restaurants and nice clubs over there, so it's pretty cool. Shout out to Arlington Ale House for letting us host a battle there last year or the year before that. So, and that was the first time I was there, but I always saw videos and pictures. Shouts out to DC on that. That's his baby. So I mean, he keeps it up, man, and the place is fucking huge. That place is dope.
Yeah, so I was
place is
there.
nice.
I was there Friday, and then Saturday, like you mentioned, I was at LG's there. I was there. Yes, I was there at
All right.
7.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if I hear butter one more time, I'm gonna smack the shit out of the next person who says butter. Okay? All right? No, I'm fucking her.
They looking.
Everybody, butter.
So Saturday, I was at LG's again. So there I was there from 7 to 3, 7 p.m. 3 a.m. Yeah, so it was a lot. So I was tired. Sunday, I just chilled, and that was it.
So that's awesome, dude. Good shit.
Busy.
Again, Pamp, thank you very much for joining us, man. This is
Thank you for having me.
this is a pleasure, man. This is an honor. You're a longtime brother of mine, man. Fuck, I knew you before even for the butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Yep.
So here's $1 million question, though, bro. And this is the first question I'm gonna start off with because everybody's been asking me.
Oh Jesus
Yes.
Christ! Are you
I
gonna
know-
start
I
off,
know-
sir?
Yeah,
I know
You gonna
what
start
it
off
is.
already?
I know
Yeah,
what it is.
I think every time.
Everybody's been asking you. I'm pretty sure you're
think-
fucking sick of this. But
I
did you ever
think-
find the butter? Did you ever find the butter?
Every time you say that, I'm gonna drop a
You know
Mario
what?
coin.
It's an ongoing thing with brothers. So I found it, and it's still there. You know what I'm saying? And
It's still prevalent, man.
It's
Still rocking.
I don't know what to say. I mean, we're talking 30 years,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's 30 years to the date next year.
And you know what really sucks too?
Damn.
Yeah,
Because you still look like you're back in the 30 years.
it's
You haven't aged. You look the same, bro.
I don't know, man.
No, you look the
Feel
same,
like
bro.
I'm getting older, bro.
Shut your mouth.
But yeah, no, 30 years, bro, and it's amazing to turn on Facebook and Instagram and see the DJs out there spinning the tracks. I get hit in the middle of the night, hey, listen to this, and it's it's constant. It's been over the years. So 30 years. I don't know. I mean, it's a blessing with that song. I'll tell you.
Yeah, shit. When the Cinco de Mayo event with 3J and Patrick Wayne, when they did that at 115 Bourbon Street, DJ Flipside dropped "Looking for the Butter," and I recorded DJ Flipside.
And you tagged him in it.
Yeah.
Right? He probably got 30 tags on that day.
And Pap's reaction to him playing it too.
Bing, 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 bing.
I appreciate that. And, we're on a show about DJs. And so everybody, hey, Pamp, you're a DJ? And I'm like, nah, I don't DJ. And they're like, you don't DJ? And I'm like, nah, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I make the records they spin,
You know what?
And
People did think that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And so while I was standing on that stage that night, he went up there and he spun that song, and it tripped me out because I'm like, some of these, I don't know if these DJs have me in their catalog still. You know what I'm saying? And he just looked over, and he was like, he pointed
at him,
and that was it.
And I got the reaction on video.
Of course, it was those DJs that launched my career, right? Because they were all B96 DJs, and they were spinning that cut.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was
the way it was, yeah, man.
The way it was, man.
So before we get into that, man, let's start off with the very first day.
Shout
Pamp.
out Flipside.
Yeah, shout out Flipside for sure, man. Once he's back in town, hopefully we'll have him on the show as well. But let's start off with day one, the day Pamp was born. How'd you get the name?
All right, so you remember when we had the boxes where we call into beepers and leave messages? And
Yeah.
you had
Yeah, shout out to Blunted Kids.
You had an alias.
Shout out to Blue. Those are either
Here we
party
go.
the party line or Blunted Kid boxes.
It was everybody had their party lines, and it was basically that time, that culture. And so twins that I went to school with, shout out the Galati brothers.
Yes.
They were like, hey, why don't you call yourself Pampers? Because, I was the smallest, but I was the oldest.
Yeah.
So, I laughed about it, but I was like, I don't have a name, so you know what? I'm going to keep it. When I got into music, I just chopped it in half.
Wow.
So
that's dope.
When people are like, Pimp? No, Pamp.
Yeah, Pamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's crazy. So, wait, the Galati brothers. Yeah, you're talking about Brian.
Yep.
Brian and his brother.
And Neil.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shouts out to them, bro. Actually,
it's
Brian.
History, man. It's
yeah,
history.
bro. I didn't, dude. What a fucking small world. Because I worked for Galati.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for Galati when he had the arcade.
Yeah.
Over there, Fat Man's.
Yep.
Or not Fat Man's. It wasn't Fat Man's. It was the one on Clybourne.
Headquarters?
Yeah, headquarters.
Yeah.
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 No, it was before that. What the hell? Uncle Fatty's.
Uncle Fatty's.
That was before. Right. That's when I worked for him. And yeah, man, shouts out to Steve on that hookup, man. And then I met Brian and I met the staff, and dude, that was the best times of my life, man. That place was so lit every fucking weekend.
Time, man.
That place was dope. Brian was a great boss to work for. Young guy, fucking dude at the time. He was a manager at the time, and we just became good friends. And he's just an awesome, awesome soul.
They're good people.
Yeah, they're really good people.
So yeah, that's how I got the name.
They look mean, but they're not.
They're not. I'm the mean one.
Yeah, right, right.
But yeah,
that's cool, man. So Pampers, huh?
And then
fuck you, Galatis. No,
I got
that's awesome though,
Pamp,
man.
And then I started rhyming, just writing in my room as a teenager, and then I got presented to UC Music. UC Music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's where my career launched in 1996. But when I walked in there the first time, I was doing hip hop, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a hip hop head, so I'm in the room rhyming to those BPMs versus 120 plus BPMs, right? So I go into that studio the first time, and they're like, "Get in the booth," and they gave me my headset. I did my thing, and they were like, "Yeah, maybe not."
Yeah.
To be honest, I just listened because I had nothing that went that fast.
Right.
So we walked out of there, and they gave me another shot. I went in the second day. When they told me I couldn't do it, that's when I was like, what you mean?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
I'll show you. So I went and studied. I studied everybody that was doing house at that time. And I was like, oh, this is simple. I'm just going to chop these words. And then I went in that second day, and Butter was born.
Wow.
When I got out that booth, rest in peace, Andy Adams.
Yes.
he was beat red and he was yelling at the top of his lungs. He's like, "Hey, we got a hit. We got a hit." And
I was just gonna ask you that question. UC was mainly house music and hard house
hard
and
house.
stuff. Yeah, it was hard house music, man. I didn't, and you walked in there thinking that they were gonna do
Listen, I was just presented this
hip-hop.
project,
Mhm.
right? Butter. They're like, make it fresh, make it dope. So I was like, okay, cool. But when I walked in there initially, I didn't know what to expect. And when they threw me in the booth, I mean, it was just like, hey, how you doing, Pamp? Yeah, the booth's right there.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Wow.
okay.
No
So
cold
I
cuts on the
walked in.
table, no coffee, nothing. No Gatorades,
Nah,
nothing.
man, it was straight
Wow.
to the booth.
Wow. Straight
I
business.
listened, and I was just sitting there like this, like in the booth. I was like, I can't do none of that. So I wasn't even gonna waste their time. I was like, too fast.
Mhm.
They're like, it's okay. So when they did that to me, I already knew what this was. Like, it's all good.
Yeah.
So we left, and then had a conversation, and then they brought me back in, and by then that I had a song written, so that when that music turned on, it was just beating. I went off, and that was it.
So I'm gonna turn back because I might be a little confused right now. So you said that you walked in there and Butter was born. Now, when did they write? You wrote that, right? You wrote that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I
That's
wrote
what. That's when you said. When I thought that they gave you the track already, and they were like, "Okay, we just need somebody to vocal."
No, so they had the beat.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Cool.
So
okay.
they had the beat already laid
so
out.
that boom.
Yeah, I mean, it was wicked. I mean, I enjoyed it because I grew up listening to y'all playing house.
Yeah.
I remember I'm listening to hip hop, and then I came in there, and I'm just like, yeah, this is dope, but I don't got nothing for this, And then I wrote that in a night. I went, played a bunch of MCs, and I was like, okay, I got this, and I wrote it. Went back into the lab and spit it, and Butter was born, and they're yelling this, you got a hit, and I'm just looking at them like, yeah, okay.
Like you didn't
Right?
believe him?
No, I mean,
Oh.
I've never been in that realm, right?
Gotcha.
So
Right, yeah, he
I
was-
didn't believe him.
Yeah, he was in
I
a
was just
completely
like looking
different.
at him like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you
First
weren't
you
you
told
weren't
me-
confident.
First you told me I sucked,
Right.
and now we got a hit.
Right.
So I'm in the middle, like looking at him like, yeah, okay.
Huh.
And then a couple weeks later,
Your shit just popping out. Fucking you hear Bill playing that shit.
I'm sitting at a table playing dominoes right before the holidays, and that one song, that sound that came in, and I was like, that's my song.
Yeah.
And that day changed my life forever.
Wow.
Yeah, it was trippy. It
Wow.
was trippy because then I'm going to the clubs Royale,
Yeah.
on the corner of Fullerton. And, yeah, like these are our spots.
Yeah.
I could walk there.
Yeah, you can walk there, but now you're a celebrity.
And so we walk into these spots, and it's just like, it's like time stopping. Everybody's just kind of like, man, it's Pamp.
Yeah.
But I'm just there to have fun, just like I did every weekend, right? Alcatraz, all that stuff. It was different. It was a different movement.
It was different. That was different.
And,
Because back in those days, it was either you listening to B96 on Fridays and Saturday nights to bust new music, or you had to go to the clubs to hear it.
Now, what tripped me out was, and this is where we'll get into talking about the way Chicago handles house music, right? Hold on.
No, we'll
Listen
talk
to
about.
this.
We'll talk about.
And this is real talk. I want y'all to understand that when I was traveling for Butter and going state to state, it was on regular rotation. It wasn't in a mix show.
Really?
Right? It wasn't in a mix show. Butter is big because it was on regular rotation in California, in Texas, and at home, I was on a mix show.
Right. I was just going to ask, what the fuck was that about?
Doesn't make no sense, right? So you learn, though. So, like, when I go to Texas.
Hold on, let me get my can opener because we're going to open up a can of worms right now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is getting
Go ahead,
deep.
Pep.
Go
I
ahead.
can go to a mall there, and they're like, yo, Pamp, let me get an autograph. Right?
Yeah.
Because they, and we're talking during that time period.
Mhm.
I still go perform there.
Mhm.
So that should tell you they still played on some of the stations there.
Yeah.
And in California. So it was different. And then I'd come home, and I don't hear it until,
After 10 o'clock.
Friday, Saturday night
Right.
after a certain hour. I was just like, I don't understand that. I didn't get it, you know.
And you see the Chicago-based fucking.
It was the biggest label.
But see,
I don't
his
care
shit here
what-
in Illinois.
I don't care what anybody
It was
says.
based out of Illinois, right? It was
you
based out of Chicago.
But you see there, places like, he said Texas or anywhere in the West Coast, they probably have like, you know, specialized market, meaning like they have music that will play like they have like a radio station that will play like probably like a freestyle or like a hard house or anything like that. No market. There is no radio stations in the market that would play, you know, hard house or hip house or, you know, any of that type music during the day.
See, it's crazy though. His Looking for the Butter got played in
I know.
California, but you can't play
'Cause
Percolator in California because they're looking at you like crazy. Like, what the fuck? But it was a hit here, right? It was a hit. It was a hit. I mean, you know, but you can't go to.
It's amazing how the dynamics work, right?
Right.
And those stations over there were power stations. They were big stations.
Yeah.
You know,
Kiss FM and shit.
listen, my biggest show was in Texas, you know.
Right.
17,000 people. And doing house, I'm in between, well, I opened the show, and then it was Keith Sweat, Genuine, and
Damn.
here I'm rocking 17,000 people Looking for the Butter. That's the only song I had.
Yeah.
At the time. But the show was, it incorporated my group, which was Pamp and the Knox.
Right.
Shout out to Knox.
Yes.
You know, and we were dancing to hip hop, but then we dropped the Hard House, and they went bananas over it.
Shamu, bro.
Shmoo.
Where's he at, bro?
Man, they're all doing their thing.
Yeah?
Everybody grew up.
Man,
you know?
bro. I
We're
remember
all
him, bro.
adults
He was
taking care of our
always
family.
little Morenito.
Oh my God.
I miss that
Those
guy,
are
bro.
my
That's
guys,
my
bro.
boy, bro.
Those are my
He's always
guys.
been the coolest motherfucker, bro. He always and Shamu, he was one of your dancers.
Shmoo, always 100, man. They're all 100. You know.
I always call him Shamu.
Um,
Shamu. He gets pissed.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Shamu, what up,
dog.
Shamu?
Hey, doggy.
Shut up.
Come on, dog.
I love him,
No
bro.
disrespect.
I
Come
love
on,
him, bro.
doggy.
He's the shit.
Shout
bro.
out Shmoo.
Yes. He's a brother, man. Always.
But yeah,
Isaiah.
Yep.
Your fucking crew, bro. You guys, and then once everybody figured out who Pamp was, that crew just became a bubble around this motherfucker walking around with his fear.
Listen,
That was dope.
It was. We had a good thing going, you know.
You
we
still
all
do.
start growing up. We all start growing up, and we all start, you know, doing our thing. You know, one guy wanted to be a lawyer, one guy had to do this, one guy had to do that, and hey, more power to you. Whatever you need to do.
Life. Right.
And it's gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell people that now.
Mhm.
It's like, you know, I jump back in the game, and I do it because I love house music,
Right.
and I want to keep it alive.
Right.
So yeah, you know what? We could be a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
I'm still doing my thing.
you're one of the few that obviously with your new one with with the brothers 3J and Patrick Wayne PW, man. I mean, Chicago Fire. You're keeping that alive. You're keeping it alive. That track, and then I love it because it's based upon everybody from Chicago.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got somebody in LA.
He referenced a lot of Chicago
No
references in the song.
shit.
Well,
I'm saying that it was incorporated by the DJs,
okay.
producers,
No,
and artists, rapper, all from Chicago.
I know.
Yes.
I
You
know.
know, it was
Everything
the beat
about
wasn't made in
that.
California and then brought back over here,
Yeah.
and then dropped in here. Everything was homemade.
Right, because I do have producers that are in Mexico. I have producers that are in Texas. I have producers that are at home. I'm trying to put on new producers. I'm trying to put on new artists because I've been there and done that. I lived that fast life, and I did as Pamp and the Knox. And I learned a lot. Right, we're young.
Yeah.
You know, they put a contract in front of you, and they got a lot of zeros there.
Yeah.
You're like this real quick,
Right.
without really understanding what it's about.
Right.
Whole different ball game now. So now it's like, hey, I want to keep the sound alive, but who's the next generation? Who's gonna stand up next and be like, yo, I got this,
Right.
and we could teach them the ropes. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and do their thing. So
Show them the ways.
yeah, and it's got to be like that. Otherwise, yeah, then our sound, we lose it. We lose it. You know, it's not a lot of MCs out there rhyming over 120 BPMs, plain and simple. And that's why I found that lane, and I was just like, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there. You know,
It made you Pamp.
it did.
Yeah.
It did, and man, I owe a lot to house music. You know, it saved me. You know, college. I was going to college my last 2 years when I was Pamp.
Mm-hmm.
And
You still are Pamp. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, but you know when.
Don't
when
scare me like that.
This one here.
I was like, what the wait,
When I
what?
was Pamp. But I used to go into to UIC with like racks, you know, cash. And it was time to pay for the semester, and I'd be like, "Here you go."
I got a lot of money real quick.
Here you go.
Jesus Christ.
And they're like this. I wait till you count it. You know, but it saved my life. House music did that. So we're gonna keep it alive, you know?
Yeah, because there's no other artists. I mean, you know, no disrespect to anybody else, but there's no other artists that are trying to push things, you know, like that.
That's facts.
Yep. So I mean, you know, Fast Eddie, God bless him, White Knight, all the big guys. I mean, nobody's coming up with anything new.
Listen, these brothers paved the way.
Yeah, they did.
And I could never take anything away from
Tyree
from
Cooper,
these guys. Yeah,
Sundance.
Absolutely.
I mean,
who do you think
Jesus.
I went to listen to when I was, you know, I had to break butter down real quick. I was like, I gotta go to these artists and hear what they were doing. But to go back to Chicago Fire, because that's where we were at. 3J and Patrick Wayne, the way that came about, that also was a blessing in disguise. You know, it was just a phone call and a conversation, and I was like, "Hey, I'm open to collabing. I don't sign to no one. I'm independent, so let's do it."
Mm-hmm.
Shoots the beat. I don't know if you guys heard it. You said you
I've
just heard it.
heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
You can hear it at all the stadiums right now.
Yeah, I saw you were United Center.
Everywhere.
Hello. Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Soldier
United
Field,
Center, really?
Yeah, United.
United Center, really? Wow.
That's where the Bulls play.
That's where-
I heard.
So you see all the videos.
I heard
and stuff
Chicago
like
Fire
that.
and an echo of Beyonce in the background.
Stop it.
Yes.
I mean, you got to be you got to be bigger. You got to know somebody to get your shit played there. You understand?
Oh, come on now.
It's hot, and it was right.
It's dope.
Right timing.
It's dope. It's dope.
And
And the producers behind it. I mean, you know, the guys who actually make the beat. I mean,
that's
they're hitting beat charts right now. I mean, you know, this is dope. It's really dope.
For me as an MC, I was like, okay, this beat is hot.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Let's do this, the Chicago Fire deal, and it was like, you know, we have history with Chicago Fire, right? You know the history of Chicago Fire, but I was like, let's spin it, make it positive, and bring it into music. So I was like, let's do
It is.
history.
It is, yeah.
Let's
And
do
we
the
got to thank
history.
you. We got to thank you for incorporating Chicago.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? At least
It's my
you know
city,
your
bro.
roads.
I wear that on
You know,
my chest.
right? Hey, we all do. We all do.
And so I was like, okay. So we put it together, and that first verse came overnight, and I shot them that verse, and I think 3J about lost his mind. He called me back, and he was like, "Yo, what is that?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That was your music. It inspired me." So I mean, we're talking a day.
Yeah.
I just went to the lab. I was like, "Yeah, that's." Let me knock down this history real quick, right? We're in the 40-year mark.
Yeah.
And so that first verse was dedicated to those 40 years. I mean, I'm sure I left a lot of people out. But I did what I could, and especially those that were close to me. And so I dumped their names into that first piece. And then the second verse was just me, you know, getting off as an MC. I'm that fire for Chicago.
So we should have called that the Chicago Fire mural of sound.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it.
That's
but
dope, man. Because
fire.
no, it's dope. It's dope. It's real. I mean, I loved it, man.
So yeah.
It's dope.
So they killed it with that one. And then we performed it at Navy Pier, so that was kind of like
Yeah, for Club Roma.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a test to see, like, okay, let's see what it is, you know. The crowd's gonna tell you what it is. You as a DJ, when you go up there, right? You got to bring that vibe.
Yeah, of course.
Same thing for me as an MC. I'm reading the crowd. I'm reading what they like. I got to do my homework. Like, what are they gonna like? Hard house, some mellow stuff, you know. And so when we played that, they gravitated to it. And the next thing you know, it's in the stadiums being played.
Yeah, wow.
Soldier Field.
I know. I mean, who else is gonna
At
get
the Bears game.
Wait, who else is gonna get seats courtside and get to listen to their own fucking song being played? Pamp. Courtside.
Okay.
Courtside.
Man,
Let me repeat that. Courtside. Nobody
Hey,
gets courtside
it was
and gets their own
so-
fucking song played at United Center in front of what? 70,000 people?
It's a blessing, and that's
if-
why I say it's a blessing.
If United Center could fit that
I
many
think they were
people.
playing the Nets that day.
And you-
Yeah.
And
Huh?
you know what?
They were playing the Nets, another great team.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
so you know the stadium's going to be packed.
It's not done. You know, it's not done. You've just heard the first part of it. But I'll leave that at that. Okay.
Leave it
But-
at that.
That night that I went there,
Did your heart drop?
it felt like back when I first started. Right. It felt like, ooh, we got him.
I know I saw your face when they recorded you.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, ooh, that's that feeling right there. And
I
was
saw
like,
people jamming out in that stadium too.
Yeah.
They were jamming out,
They
man.
they had no idea, you know, and I was there just listening and enjoying the moment. And I took my guy that does all my gear, shout out George, Just Create. And I wanted it to be that. I wanted everything to come full circle. We're listening to our song on the
On the big, on the big
you know,
speakers.
on the big speakers.
Yeah, big speakers.
Big speakers.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking on a place
want
for
y'all to
fucking,
know
you
that.
know, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan, fucking Scottie Pippen, fucking, I mean, the
Right.
greats.
That's where it came full circle for me because, you know, my dad would take me to the Bulls games and we'd be at the old stadium, but you know, it's the Bulls.
Yeah.
And so that was my love. So to be there and listening to that, rocking my gear, listening to my song, man. And you know, we celebrated.
I know
in
that
the
motherfucker was
neighborhood.
like this, bro.
We celebrated a neighborhood down Fullerton every year they won the Bulls.
Yeah.
So for me, that was great.
The races, the incinerators. Fucking
The
chilling
race.
out, man. Fucking Cicero and
I thought you
Fullerton.
said they're racist. I was like, come on.
No.
bro.
That was before. That was in the 60s.
No, but
Yeah.
but yeah, the incinerators.
I mean, fucking, yeah, man. I mean, I remember we had Blood and Kids. Remember Blood and Kids? They hired them, man. I mean,
did.
they hired them, man. I remember that.
And that's why I got love for my city because I think I know that a lot of the DJs they still put on for me because they play. You know, if I walk into a club, I can guarantee that record's coming. You know, for me though, as an artist, I need them to get into the new stuff, and maybe that's just me having to be out there more. But we're at different times. You know, I'm on business right now. I gotta take care of my business,
Of course,
and keep moving. So
family
when
first.
I do, you know, hey, I see a DJ and they play Butter, I say, hey, that's dope, but play some of these.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I got 2 albums out, you know, since what was it, 2018. So there's a lot of music there that's being missed. Maybe because it's different than how it was back in the day, right? It was you had big money behind it. It was like here.
Pushing.
It's all over the place, right? That's not the same. Now it's grassroots for me. I'm back to talking to people and you know, hey,
Pushing.
here, yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You know, it's the name of the game. You got to work.
Pamp the Pusher.
That
Pamp the Pusher.
Real quick at the live stream.
real quick,
Real quick. Pamp the
pushing
Pusher.
peas.
Pushing peas.
Pillows.
Yeah, pushing peas. You know what it is.
Real quick at the live stream on Twitch. We have DJ Lookout. Also on Facebook, we have DJ Lookout. We got DJ
What's up,
Boss.
Lookout?
We got DJ Boss. We got Tibble. We got Stephanie.
Wow,
Yeah. So.
that's what's up.
We got there's a lot of people on this live stream here. So.
Yeah. And
Sam R, what's going on, sir?
these are the guys I want to shout out. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that have been around since day one, since we were younger. And so, you know, without them, man, the streets don't hear what I'm doing.
You know, I feel bad for saying this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. So maybe you know, but I thought that you only had one album. I didn't know about the second one.
Yeah. So I got back into the music thing, right?
Right. I know you took a hiatus for a while.
I did. I took a long hiatus, and that's just growing up. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
We all
I
do.
gotta-
We all
gotta
do. We
make
all got to
sure-
step back and breathe.
Yeah, family first, right? And so when I got back into it, though, it was a little bit different. I had to go find the people to create my sound, right? And I wanted to go back. I wanted to backlog and say, I gotta show the progression,
Right.
just to show people like, because some people were like, "Hey man, you left off. What happened?" So I
You
went
gotta show
back
them
to
the
that.
blueprint.
I went back to that, and that's what it was. I had my brother, one of my frat brothers, my artist, Nelson. He actually drew the blueprint to Party at My Place, which was my first album,
Mm-hmm.
and Party at My Place, Pamp. I mean, it just all came to me, and I was like, cool, but what is it? And I was like, it has to be me, right? And I was known for throwing house parties in the neighborhood. So, Party at My Place, if you see that first album, which you could stream, right? Just look up Party at My Place, Pamp. You're going to see this blueprint. And that's how I was getting these drawings as blueprints.
Right.
I was like, yeah, but I need this room to do this. So one room was how I was first heard vocally. And in that room is a frame on the back, and it's a pair of lips in a frame.
Mm-hmm.
That was sealed with a kiss.
Okay.
It was a freestyle tape that Triple H, my cousin Harry,
Right.
let out, and it was huge. I don't know how many thousands of cassettes he sold and CDs out of
Well,
back of a trunk.
First of all,
Yo,
wait, Triple H is your cousin?
yeah, that's my blood.
No shit.
That's my blood.
I didn't know that.
I tell
See?
people.
Wow, I didn't know. I mean, yeah, you guys have been together
when-
for decades, but
Exactly.
at the end of the day, I didn't know that was
exactly.
your
Since
blood.
we were younger,
Yeah.
you've always seen me next to
Yeah.
him. That's how I stood in a lot of the clubs when
Yeah.
I was young. I just did back for a while to security, walked by, and then I was in the club.
Yeah.
But he releases this sealed with a kiss freestyle tape, and I'm the introduction.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yo, that introduction is so crazy. Like people love this freestyle mix and the introduction. They're they're like left and right, just gone."
Yeah.
And so that's where I was like, okay, you know.
Right.
And then it developed into Pamp, you know, like he's on the radio, you know. But yeah, man,
Wow.
it's a lot of history. So the first album, Party at My Place, is that. You're going to see all pieces. I got my fraternity, and you guys were talking about what you were doing during your weekend. I was down during my weekend. I lost my frat brother.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear.
yeah. So rest in peace, Greg.
Sorry.
But yeah, Chino. And so, you know, all that's in there, though. Like, if you look at the bottom of that, you'll see my letters
Right.
on a T-shirt and on a guy in a party. And so all that is pretty dope, the way the art
Yeah.
behind Party at My Place. But
It's got
yeah,
meaning.
check it out.
It's got meaning.
And it has everything. It has juke. It has, I have artists singing, vocalists on there, and, you know, a little Latin.
Why don't you push that? I know. You said it's one of the older ones, but I mean, push it. I mean,
I do. And let me tell you how I do it. And this falls on the promoters.
right.
Promoters here, promoters in
Right.
Cali, promoters in Texas. They hire me, and they hire me for
But
butter and shake.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Because
Stuff that was on the radio.
Yeah,
and
that's what you're known for.
Absolutely, and they love it. The crowd loves it. But before all that, it's all new music.
Right.
It's all new music, and that tells me a lot as an artist, because they don't get bored. Right? You can go up there in front of thousands, hundreds, 20 people, and if they don't like you,
yeah,
you're gonna know it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's rough. I got to bring that energy,
Yeah.
and so that's how I let off my new music, and then the numbers go up.
Right.
We weren't able to see that back in the day, right? The numbers,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Yeah, there was no such thing as social media back in the how heavy social media was back in the 90s, mid 90s.
Right.
It's
Or
like-
labels selling your record,
Correct.
right?
It's
They
a
can
lot
tell
different.
you, yeah, you sold 32,000 units. You know, I sold 150,000 units.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're not gonna tell me that.
Right. No, because
Right?
that's money in their pocket. They're
Of
not
course,
going
that's
to.
the
they're
way
not
the
gonna
business was.
Right.
So that's how I do it. That's 2018. We're 2025. I'm still getting called. Then I released Evicted.
Mm-hmm.
That was my letter to House.
Mm-hmm.
You want to listen to what I'm saying? Go to Evicted, and I call out Chicago.
Right.
And I do it on love, though,
Right.
right? People know that I go hard for Chicago everywhere I go. This is how I am.
Yep. And your logo.
So, yeah,
Got the 4 stars.
absolutely. And but it was my letter to Chicago. Like, we need to change a lot of things, the way DJs interact with DJs, the way we promote and help each other, because it gets really goofy. And I know we can. I can go really deep into my feelings about certain people in the game, but I have a respect, even though
They disrespected
I don't.
you.
Right, or and not so much they did something personally to me. It's just, if you're in this game, you know Pamp,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I could stand next to some of these people and they act like they don't know me,
Yeah.
and that I don't respect.
Right.
Because I'm a people person. I see you, T Kid,
Yeah.
right? You showed up on me. I was like, "What up?"
Yeah.
And we were chilling that night at that party.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
Yeah, lounging,
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
right?
dope.
And some people are not like that.
No.
And you know, I guess, I don't know. You got to understand that and just brush it off, right? But if we get better at that, then we can do a lot more things here in Chicago for the sound. Otherwise, we're just fighting each other, and you know, I'm better than him, and I don't know what he's doing there. And you know, I respect your hustle if you're spinning at a bar or you're spinning at a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I expect that in return. And so sometimes I just
Hey, bro, I'm
Listen,
bowing.
listen,
Every time you
listen.
pass me, I bow.
listen.
I swear. I bow.
Yes.
Always, bro.
Everywhere I show up and this dude's
My boy.
spinning,
Uh-huh.
he will stop what he's doing, come out the booth, come around. You
It's my
know,
brother, bro.
and yeah,
All day.
yeah, it's love, man. But you just wish everybody else was like that, man. And everybody knows. Everybody watching right now, they know.
Oh, yeah.
They know what it
A
is.
lot of people talk about it in the show, and it's just
3J just commented real quick. He said no one wanted to hang out with me in Cinco de Mayo. 3J was too busy running around.
yeah, bro.
He runs
How
the
would
whole
you know?
show,
Yo,
and he,
Yo ass wasn't there in Cinco de Mayo.
Yo, he had his ear thing with the microphone there. He was, you know, with
3J was running around between the main area and the area where the other DJ is. I'm like, no one couldn't keep up with this man.
no, it
He was either there or by the birch table at Cinco
He's got
de
good
Mayo.
cardio.
exactly where he showed
Good
up.
cardio.
He's like, Pamp, you good? You got in? I'm like, yeah, perfect. He goes, hey, this is Patrick Wayne. What's up? They both disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, all right,
Exactly
cool.
how they were.
Yeah.
So I
I'll
was thinking-
move
I
by
was-
myself through here.
I was pretty much
Dracula.
I was mainly at the main stage area, and I was with Pam majority of the time at Cinco de Mayo. So at that event, so it was interesting. It was funny.
Yeah. You don't book Tibble?
Fuck Tibble.
We had Tibble last week.
Fuck
So
Tibble.
disrespectful.
Fuck Tibble.
You should have told me that a long time ago. I would have talked with him.
Who's Tibble? Who's that? I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. Only Top Rock. Hello.
So
Hello.
So I hate to go back, Pam, but I want to talk about when you was on tour with Butter.
Jedi.
And
This guy, we move like,
Like
Jedi.
Jedi.
3J. You guys are like fucking
Jedi.
ninjas with the fucking the dust ball there.
I don't
And they
think
disappear.
I seen them that whole night there. I was just like, wow.
right.
I mean, even when we went to the other one over in
Halloween
yeah,
at 115 Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, same place.
yeah, same thing, bro. And that place wasn't that big, bro. And they were all over the place.
They were all yeah,
They
they
were all
were.
over the place.
They were.
One minute they were next to you, the next minute they were on stage kicking people off. That was funny.
Stupid.
It's awesome.
No, so I wanted to go back when Butter was released and you start doing the touring for all of that stuff. So how do you think the DJs back then able to pick up the record? Like I think the word I'm getting is that like how did they push the record to be so big to what it is? Because basically when they heard, because most of the DJs obviously they heard it on their mixtapes.
Well,
when they
Bill was one of
Can
the
I
ones
finish? Can I
that
finish my
picked it up, right?
Is it, hey man, let me finish.
he likes to interrupt me, but like all the DJs, like you say, Bill and all the other DJs, like for instance, we were talking before the show, Eddie B House, or like any other DJs, they picked up the record back then. So how do you think like all those DJs pick up those records other than UC had it?
Well, we're the hub,
Mm-hmm.
right? Chicago's the
Chicago
hub.
hub, yeah.
So, you got UC with all this money pushing these. So Butter was in like all the stores.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were going to their shops, they were picking it up.
Like gramophones and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was in Coconuts. You remember Coconuts?
Damn. Yes.
I was doing in-store signings at Coconuts.
Oh shit.
I mean, right. You didn't.
Yeah.
Chicago didn't see that here.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. Is that I to this day I don't understand.
Damn.
But we're doing in-store signings in Coconuts, in major shops, and so I'm assuming that they got their ears to whatever UC's doing because it's the biggest label, and they can just go to the store and pick up these hard house. A lot of those coffee blend or all these big CDs were being sold out of there. I mean, they had the game so down packed.
Well, not only that, Triple H was one of the biggest DJs. He still is a fucking amazing DJ. He's still up there. But back in those days, it was like he was like on that same line as like Bill and all them. So I mean, dude, he put it on his mixtape too, and he pushed the shit out of it,
there's
man.
So many backstories to that you'd be amazed at some of the mixes you're hearing back as a kid.
You're laughing,
right?
bro. It's the truth, bro. It's the truth, man.
Like we were talking about before the show started. Like so many DJs had that record, and they were and you listen to it in their on their.
I mean, bro, you
see tapes.
Man.
You see Triple H and fucking and Pamp walk in, and bro, it was like a fucking glow. And these guys were, I mean, dude, they're an amazing group. But back in those days, Triple H was up there, really up there. No, he was up there. He was spinning at all the hottest clubs. He was everywhere. I was jealous as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
I followed him.
I was jealous.
Hey, you know what? You guys taught. You were taught. He taught you guys.
Yeah.
And some of those DJs, because he was the oldest in them spots.
Yeah.
And I was there with him because that was my cousin, and I can get into all the clubs.
I love Harry, bro. He always had love, bro. Yeah. Always was a humble dude, man.
Listen,
always
a lot of
amazing DJ, amazing person, regardless.
Absolutely.
Shit, I seen him at the Wisconsin Mall, man, one time. It fucking tripped me out of the blue. What's up, Al? I was like, holy shit. Yeah. It was great to see him, man. But he's still, I mean, an amazing person. And that's what pushed him, you know? He always smiling, you know, and rocked every set. I don't know if a fuck up that he ever did.
Yeah, a lot of the DJs that are younger than him learned from Harry, from Triple H. So, but yeah, that to go back to your question, it's basically they got their ear to our streets, and those were those times, right? It's different now. I mean,
yeah.
Now you just it's all right here.
Yeah, all on your mobile device. Yeah,
that's it. Some of them are watching from their mobile device while they're driving. Be careful, okay? Put your seatbelt on. Keep your eyes on the road. You can just listen.
Yep, just listen.
Just listen. So, obviously when
I'm gonna teach you some things right now.
So in the 90s,
you already did.
Yeah, right. So
I too. I'm like thinking about that shit right now, man. I'm like, wow, that's some deep shit.
So in the 90s, when Butter was out, there was also like other records that were out, other performers and stuff like that. Did you obviously like you did like shows back then, and did you perform along some of the artists that came out with other tracks similar to yours?
I performed with Eddie because he was performing at that time. I mean, he's got countless hits.
Yeah, he did.
And so I was always on stage with him, Liddell Townsend. I mean, the house artist period.
Yeah,
I probably stepped on stage with majority of them.
Crystal Waters.
Just because, yeah,
I remember that show.
It was cool meeting her too.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Dajay.
Yep.
Shout out to DJ Green Eyes. He's watching on YouTube.
Green Eyes, what up, bro?
What's up, Green Eyes?
Bro. Old school, brother. One of fucking Sketches brothers now. They're working together on TikTok.
So yeah. So all the house music artists and stuff like that back in the big 90s and stuff like that. See, at the time, and I'm the youngest one in the room. See, at the time, you know how B96 was? B96 had that dance music format back in the 90s before they switched over to what they play now. So you would hear a lot of the stuff a lot of house stuff on the radio in the mid '90s,
But in
like
Chicago, it wasn't like that. House music was
like
prevalent. That's when
you're
Snap
right.
and Rhythm Was a Dancer
You would
and
hear
all that
you would
stuff
hear
was.
you would hear stuff like that
Yeah,
in the in the old B96 in the
Right,
'90s format,
right.
like 20 Fingers, and you would hear like
But they were kind of biased because I mean, what about All of Us? Remember?
Mhm.
All of Us. That was I mean, To Follow Me, fucking, and then Bear came out with his crew, and then
Elias, yeah.
But he's right now, dude. I just seen him with A-Track.
Yeah.
He was just hanging out with A-Track. I'm like, what the fuck, Bear? Wow, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still rocking. It's a blessing.
And Bear's my mentor.
Yeah.
He's the one that kind of he pushed me that way and was like, "Dude, you're a dope MC. Go write the song and come back."
That's right.
And
You guys,
and that's how that worked.
Yeah, you guys hung out a lot back in the days.
Yeah, that's my big bro right there. So
he's a great guy.
He wrote a book.
Yeah, coloring book. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm DJing.
Yeah, so it's up on my social media.
That's awesome.
So y'all could check it out.
That's great.
But yeah, we're about to do some things out here in Chicago pretty soon with it. So you'll start seeing that. A lot of big things that I'm not free to talk about.
That's fine.
Just because they're gonna happen, and
you got the gag order. I get it. You got the gag order. I got it.
Hey, it is what it is.
You're on a need to know basis, and you don't need to know. I'll let you know when you need to know.
Now,
I get it. That's awesome.
I just want them to know when it happens.
Oh, you're
You know
gonna
what I'm
get.
saying?
It's gonna be like the tortilla smack.
Not correct. Not correct me if I'm wrong about this one, because Al, you could probably
Then you're wrong.
Yeah, because you're probably gonna disagree with me on this one. But like, do you feel like I want to say, like, we're in 2025 now, right? So I want to say 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, there's been like a resurgence of like house and freestyle artists coming back to perform.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like that?
Somewhat, yeah. Sometimes.
There's like a resurgence of like
yeah. I mean, and there was, I mean, but you can't, because all those shows are so packed. I mean, no disrespect to Cynthia or anybody like that.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I'm
Cynthia
saying?
and stuff. Right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, she was here like every weekend.
She was just
you
here.
Remember?
She was just out here this past Saturday.
She'd do 3 or 4 shows, but she's still packing them, man. That's the thing. People are still coming out to see them.
You cannot change.
So why isn't like that with we talked about this before the show started. So why isn't it
you got
like
that shitting eating grin on your face? Just say it.
Why
bro.
isn't it like that
Just say it.
with Chicago artists?
What do you mean? Why isn't it like that?
Yeah,
because
Pamp just said earlier in the show that he all that stuff you hear outside of Chicago, Texas, the West Coast, and stuff like that. But there's nothing like that in Chicago.
But see, that's the thing. You're talking. You can't
think,
compare Cynthia because those were freestyle shows. He's not a freestyle artist. He's a house artist.
Okay. My point exactly. He just said that he's still getting booked for shows outside of Chicago.
Right. But
why is he not getting booked? Why him or any
because
other?
Because there's not a lot of house shows.
Will you
like
let me finish?
Here.
Why isn't him or any other artists like house artists like Pamp being booked in the city of Chicago?
So
let him answer that.
I mean, the way I see it is, freestyle. It's like a cult, right? It is
freestyle. Yeah.
Listen, it's huge.
If you ain't got love or hate, bro, you ain't freestyling.
But here's the thing: there were so many artists in that genre, and a lot of big hits, which were dance. They're dance artists,
right?
People are like they're freestyle artists. They're dance artists. They sing over dance music, right?
Stevie B.
These were songs that were on the record or on the radio, compared to some of the music we release. I mean, hit after hit after hit after hit. And then hip house, where people were rapping over house music, was created.
Yeah.
And there was only so many artists that were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could probably name them on one hand, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a hand and a half, but that's it. And if you don't continue doing it, then we don't exist.
Right.
right? So who's gonna come see? After a while, sometimes I'm like, how do these people go to these shows and sit there and listen to the same song
Artist.
over and over, the same artist, because they love the music. You can't change that.
And that's how I'm getting at, because like you just said, Cynthia's here almost every single weekend.
And I'm not. It's nothing bad.
I know it's nothing bad, but you're saying Cynthia's here every single weekend. She's a freestyle artist.
Yeah.
So people
She's amazing though.
She's amazing, but people are still listening to freestyle to this day. But yet they would pay $50 to $100 to go see her. And there's, like you said, there's nothing wrong with Cynthia. They would come out to perform the same song over and over again. Like, she doesn't have a new. Here we go talking shit about Cynthia, but I love Cynthia. But like, she's singing the same songs, and people are paying top dollar to see her. Like, for instance, say for example that you were a Cynthia fan, and you love her and stuff like that. Would you honestly pay like $50 to go see her every single weekend, like you say that she's out here every week?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
it depends on how much you love that sound.
But you gotta understand
I mean,
something, that some of these concerts, like you even said it yourself when we were at the Chino's show. Remember during the summertime when I saw everybody there, and it was like a reunion for me.
Last year.
Right, last year.
Yeah.
Okay, going to that show was nostalgic for me. It brought me back to the days. That's kind of their time machine. That's maybe their getaway. Maybe that's something that puts them back into that USA world, that happy place.
Or that's just their world.
Right.
Like,
dude, they'll sit there and take me in your arms on repeat in the car. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, bro? There's people there's people like that, bro.
Chris Lauer just commented, it's a time warp. The people are just in the time warp.
Right.
Absolutely, it takes you back to your happy place.
And
like
that's
Happy
why
Gilmore.
we gotta grow, right? And why are you still doing house music? How come you don't do hip hop and try to? You know what? I'm not trying to. I went through that battle. I was the battle of house and hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Hip hop started taking over the radio. I was on the radio. And not only that, again, it wasn't regular rotation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But in other places I was. So
yeah.
I don't know. House music, if you're not producing new music, and this goes for the producers too, stop sampling the same shit over and over again. If you can't tap into a drum pad and create music, then you're not really doing any good to the sound, because I'm going to hear a cut from Percolator. You're remixed to Percolator. You're dubbed the Percolator. and I'm not taking shots.
No, you're right. How many remixes?
But how do you want to grow?
Remember.
How do you want to grow?
Remember I think it was like 2014 or I think it was 2014 that they did the Percolator rework.
Yeah.
It was 2014.
Yeah.
The Percolator rework. And then
for a song that never hit out of Chicago.
He's stupid.
No, I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking.
Fired.
No, I'm not talking shit. But honestly, everybody said it. I can't play the Percolator in California or in Denver or in somewhere like that
happen.
because it's not going to work.
No,
it's not going to work.
I could tell you that firsthand. I tried that shit over in Lake Geneva. No,
that's
hit.
dude. I could throw a rock to Lake Geneva from where we're at right now, and if it didn't hit in Lake Geneva,
know your audience.
They ain't hit.
Right. And no disrespect to Cash. I mean, wow, amazing. I mean,
it's my favorite song.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's. Dude,
That's why I use it.
how many kids were made to that song? No,
yeah, right.
How many babies?
Seriously.
It's a banger. It's a banger here in Chicago, but you can't take it outside of Chicago and make it work. That's the problem.
Unless you're Green Velvet and then you're on tour with the Percolator, then yeah, that's different.
Hey, Pamp, I got a question though. There's $1 million question. What are you gonna do if you're probably sitting at home and your grandson comes up and says, "Hey, Grandpa, check out this new song that came out," and it's got now you're 30 or 40 years down the line.
We're almost there. I mean,
yeah,
Butter's 3 generations in.
Yeah, you're right.
It's almost 30 years next month.
Imagine if like Kendrick Lamar turned around and said, "Looking for the butter," and then just came out with a shit like he just did with the. I mean, with
Debbie Dab.
Hey, it's influence.
That's dope, though. That's dope.
I love the stories of,
shit,
my friends call me and they're like, hey, and they're playing some people that I've met recently that got my album
Right.
are banging it in the ride, and they're saying my kid cannot stop asking me for this song.
That's dope.
That's amazing to me
Yeah.
because
You're hitting a new
that's what
generation.
Butter did 30 years ago. And you know what? It's still playing. So
I love it. I love it.
I'm just saying though, create new music.
And with stems, I can
And-
create a lot of new music.
Exactly.
See,
Here we
when
go.
when
Yes,
you
I mean,
you
seriously.
can. I mean, yeah.
You can put
absolutely.
stems, dude. I'll flip some shit before you leave.
Absolutely.
I love it, dude. Seriously, I love stems, and I mean, you could incorporate the new shit with the old shit. I mean, dude, you're fucking looking for the butter. You could drop it into a 62 BPM fucking hip hop track or rap trap.
Yeah.
A trap song, bro, and dude, it goes badass together, and you're hitting both sides.
DJ Lookout's on there. He's one of the DJs that I actually shot my album to, and I love the criticism. I can whether it's good or bad,
Right.
because it teaches me, because you're the DJ. What I may think sounds dope, you're just kind of like, you know, but I'm like, nah, that's fresh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a lyricist trying to make full songs out of house music. And so I know the DJs are like, I'm not going to play that whole song. So in my mind, I know, you know, what I got to write, because you're going to take it and you're going to make it your own. And so I try to stay as original as possible. And there's a lot of music there. I just need these DJs paying attention to your podcast, right? And you guys to be like, well, I'm going to go listen to what he's talking about, because I guarantee you on either of those albums, you're going to be like, yo, we're already past those albums. But you're going to call me and you're going to say, when did you make that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember.
And it's old. To me, it's old. I'm trying to reinvent and create and keep going, you know?
Yeah, like when I speaking of reinvent, like I heard your track. This was a couple of years ago. Dirty Talk. Yeah, see, it's kind of like
He blushed when you said that.
Nah, you know why?
He blushed when you said that, bro.
like
I don't know about
Back
that,
to
bro.
writing these joints.
it's like an evolution.
See,
of where
just
he
like
went
we
from.
said,
Where
just
he
like you
went
said, he's
before.
putting him back in his happy place.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like an evolution from where we went to, and then you had the video for it and all this stuff. Yeah, so.
My first video to the first song I produced. Now, granted, it was a sample, but I took these samples, put them together, and I was like, I'm a producer. I produced my own joint.
you produce. Obviously, that was in the USC. That was under Pamp's label.
This is all independent music. This is on my albums. You can find Dirty Talk. I did a video to it.
Yeah.
I paid actors and actresses to come through to.
Wow. See, I didn't know anything about that.
It's a
man,
video. It's a legit video.
It's really grassroots. I'm out there, you know. I save my money and I already know what I want to do with it. You know, to the back of this, you know, everything's trademarked, everything's legit. You know, and it takes time. Like they're like, yo, you got all this gear. I mean, it's been out for 5 years.
Yeah. Like Alex,
Think about
where's
that.
my sweater?
5 years.
5 years ago. Right, this is the first batch.
Dude,
This is one of the ones from actually the second batch.
Check this out.
I had to wait for mine.
5 years I've been doing this hand to hand with everybody. That's how when you see somebody rocking this, they didn't get it online, or they might have got it shipped, but a lot of it was me showing up saying thank you.
Yeah.
And doing what we did back in the day, grassroots. I was out there with the pluggers and throwing parties and, hey, come to my party. Now I'm like, here, rock stars and P. Well, you know, I got to save for that website that it costs money. And for it to do what I want it to do, you know, it takes time. Now, granted, I got my people working on it. You know, I know everybody who's working. I'm going out specifically for people who are doing things for themselves, trying to create, trying to get their business off. So I bring everybody in and I'm paying for this stuff. And it's like, hey, I need my website to be dope, you know, and it's going to drop. And you're going to be like, get the.
Well, he was here first. Remember that.
We're working.
He was here first.
Man.
Remember that.
It's a grind.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
you know
But
what? It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
like
What?
anything else, you know, you and a lot of the DJs in the chat, like, I see you guys.
What's up, Point? What's up, Peter Ramos? What's up,
Point.
Reich?
Yep.
Hey,
Let's
this
party
motherfucker-
rock.
hey,
Pete, eh?
this
That's Pete. What
motherfucker's-
up, Pete?
This motherfucker's warm too, bro.
yeah, I appreciate everything you guys do because
Appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah, man. And I was asking you like I never heard you play,
Yeah.
so I
He
want to go
sucks.
see you play.
Shut up.
He sucks.
I want to go see you play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just respect. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know.
I seen you since you were a kid.
Yeah.
What's up, Gino Rock and Robo?
Gino.
Seen you.
Yeah, right.
Gino
Hey,
Rock and
Gino.
Robo, what's up?
Man, that dude, man. You're a good dude, Gino.
He's a nice guy, bro.
Tim
Yeah, definitely.
Spinner Shomer, good dude. Gino, I got a story with Gino. And so I've always heard the name when I was younger.
Yeah. So CYC.
When we were all locked down, I finally got to see the face. And I was just like, oh, this is Gino from the South Side, right?
Still looks the same.
As he's slamming records, vinyl, just boom, boom. I'm not a DJ, but I've been around them all my life.
Mm-hmm.
So the blends is what I was like locked on. I was like, man, this guy's pretty good.
Right.
You know? It's like, oh, okay. So I'm jamming to him now every day that I'm locked down. I got a party in my crib and Gino's just blah, blah, blah. So I start reaching out to him like, yo, you're pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Well, he has his own gear. So I tell him, yo, I need that. He's like, well, let's swap. So I tell him, okay, meet me in a parking lot over here on the halfway. Yo, we're like on the south side in the middle of a parking lot. And he pulls up next to me. He's like, bro, this doesn't look right. You know? And I'm like, here's your bag, man. Just give me your bag. Nah, that's how me and Gino connected for the first time was over the gear.
That's hope.
And he's always supported, and I appreciate that, right? Because this guy is like, he's all over the place.
He is.
And for him to be as humble as he is, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
For
that's
sure.
and that's going back to talking about some people like, bro, they stand next to you and you're just like, you want to smack them in the back of the head, like, bro,
Yeah. Would you act right?
act right.
And,
Yeah, absolutely.
And real quick, we will have Gino Rock and Robo next week with us.
Yeah, I saw that. He's coming.
He's
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, he's
huh?
coming back next
Yeah.
week.
Coming back.
And he just
back.
commented. He said, "I remember that."
Yeah.
he just
So
commented.
I hope nobody's taking pictures, bro, because
Yeah.
you gonna get locked up.
No shit.
No, and
Selling whippets. No.
we are going to talk about these people who don't have any act right now because I kind of want to know.
Just segue. Oh shit.
Like obviously I wasn't growing up in the time where Butter was out, but why doesn't Pamp doesn't get?
But see, that's the thing. You still rock Butter.
I still rock it.
That's good. See, you just heard it first. He wasn't born in that era, but I mean,
I
he
wasn't
still
born
rocks
in
it.
that era, but I still rock it. But my question
Because
is,
it's-
old, bro.
I'm
Shut
30.
your mouth, bro.
Don't
Shut
be
your mouth.
saying that stuff
your mouth,
like
bro.
that, bro.
I'll be.
I wasn't
my
born
birthday-
in that era.
Yeah, he wasn't born in that era. That's they do. This is what
And
I
the
gotta
thing
do.
is, though,
I
like
want y'all
we're
to. You
It's been
heard
3
it.
years. It's been 3 years since I've been hearing that shit, bro.
we're 10 years apart, and
10 years.
Yes. Well, 12 years apart. My bad. We're 12 years apart. And, a lot.
He thought he knew you.
don't know
We're 12
shit.
years apart.
You don't know shit.
Shut up. And a lot of people, think, you say I'm an old soul. That's what you say.
You are. You're an old soul.
I'm an old soul.
Yeah, you're an
Tibble
old soul.
says that too sometimes. I'm an old soul.
I see it.
But I want to know is like, since we're talking about people who don't have any act right, why don't people give you your flowers, I should say, or the respect that you deserve?
Starting to sound like envy.
I don't,
Shut up.
I don't need anyone's flowers. Just because I look to myself and know what I've accomplished, right? And I'm blessed to be doing it now, at this point in my life. For whatever reason, people got big heads, right? It's an ego thing, right? And you're gonna experience that no matter where you are in life, whether you're an artist, whether you're
A DJ.
a lawyer, a DJ, it doesn't matter. You always got somebody who thinks they're at the top of the top and you're down here, so I don't have to give you that time.
Mm-hmm.
And they will treat you as such, right? And so like some of the promoters, it's a money thing, right? It's not really about am I giving the people what they want. It's they trim, right?
Trim the fat.
So I get the AP. Can you come do my show? But can we do this? And I stopped playing that game a long time ago. Now for people that take care of me, I will take care of them.
Of course.
Right? Because I was a promoter.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys don't know that.
Yeah.
So I understand. My first question is, how big is your facility?
How big is the venue?
How many people are coming there?
Right.
Because I know what you're gonna charge already.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I base what I do. And I have my price points where you don't see me everywhere.
Right.
There's a reason.
I was about to say, is it by choice or
No,
is it?
it's not by choice.
Okay.
It's by, I can't do that.
Well,
And that's okay.
I mean, that's not fair that you're asking for charity work, but you're fucking pocketing the money, bro. This ain't bread cost.
But it's the hustle, bro. And I understand it and I get it. But at some point, you got to understand what you're trying to give to your audience, because eventually you could have the same 2 or 3 artists and it only lasts so long before it's like, I don't even want to go over there.
Right.
And that's when they come around. And then they're like, okay, and I learned a long time ago that game. So I don't let nobody get over me. As far as
you shouldn't have to.
Nah, I don't.
You shouldn't have to.
I don't.
I mean, you put in your hard
work. You got to
work.
understand, like, they want me to stand on stage with my whole crew and pay me an amount of money that I can't even pay my crew.
Yeah. Fuck, I spent more gas to get here.
They spend gas to get to where I'm at to practice.
Right.
And they know it. They'll tell you, nah, you can't ask Pamp that. They're not going to go for it.
Right. Well, shouts out to your crew too, with the Untouchables and everybody, and the
shout
dance
out
crew.
to Untouchables.
I mean, that's another thing, bro.
They jump back in the game with me, and that's what I mean is that,
arthritis and all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love those guys.
They get down,
They're
bro.
my brothers, man. Come on, you gotta understand something, bro.
Wow.
I got a bad knee, bro, so I can't even
Wow.
imagine where these guys. I mean, these guys.
It's facts.
I saw-
How about blown knees?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they blown out their knees.
Ralphie got to
Dog.
replay. Yeah.
And came back and back at it because they got the passion and love for it.
Yeah, they do.
So I cannot get this guy practicing for 2 weeks for a major show. And when I say major show, I'm talking about a few thousand people.
Yeah.
Not 300, 400 packed in a banquet hall.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't even have the stage to take on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to give your audience a show, you got to pay for that.
Yeah, I remember I saw a live stream of you and the Untouchables. It had to be in the summertime. I think it was during the Puerto Rican Day Parade or Puerto Rican Fest.
Yes.
I saw the live stream. You and the Untouchables were there. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And they were coming out to see Pamp and supporting, and it was a.
I gotta tell you something. Your stage presence is badass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your stage presence is live. It's
Thank you.
You come out hard, bro.
That was years of practice. I mean, like when we were signed to the label, we lived in a warehouse.
Yeah.
And that's all we did. So, I tell people they can't mess with my stage presence because I know how to work the stage.
Yeah.
I'm an MC. I could work the crowd. You may not heard of 4 or 5 songs in my set.
Yeah.
But that night, you're going to go home and you're going to be like, what was that song?
Yeah, what's that song?
Party at my place.
Yeah.
Where the party at?
Yeah. That's dope.
And so that's just work, man,
Do you have a media team?
No.
No, you are the media team.
Yeah, but that's also a problem, right? I got all these animals, and I can't train one because I'm all over the place.
All right.
So I have to really organize what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then slowly by little, I bring somebody in. I'm like, I need you to do this because I can't do this no more.
Right, of course.
That I'm not going to be able to do no more.
Why is that? Just time.
It's just too much time.
Yeah.
I'm boxing. I'm packaging. I'm doing it all.
Well, what the fuck you have kids for?
You stupid.
Nah, they don't get in the game, bro. They don't even care that I'm Pamp. They're like, you see your dad right there, like in front of all those people. They're like, dude, you do that in the crib all day.
Yeah, right. My dad karaoke's all the time. Don't worry about it.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's my son too, bro. You know, it's like fucking. You know, you did all this hard work for your son to be like, oh, it's just my dad.
Until the group of friends come over, and then he's like, yeah, my dad raps, you know, and they play the music, and they're like, bro, how come you never told us this?
Yeah.
And then it kind of hits him like, whoa, these kids are paying attention now. They're all adding. Hey,
I was about to say that, like, so since there's like just, and like you like to say, the new generation coming up.
Microwave society.
Okay, so so do you think there is a new generation coming up to see who's Pamp?
Yeah, well, so again, the grandparent that was running around with me is
looking for the butter,
playing it for their grandchild. All right, and then when we have these events where you can go, like the Puerto Rican Fest, all ages, and they're standing there. I finished that set. And as the set finishes, all you hear is, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because whoever that kid was like, I need to know more about him.
Right.
It wasn't like, "Who are you?"
Right.
Like, well, what are you doing up there? The reaction from the crowd, never heard the music. What is this? They wanted to know right there and then who I was.
Yep. Microwave society. Like I said, all you have to do is pick up your phone. Probably with AI, you could take a picture and he'll give you an address and everything now. I mean, dead ass. But I mean, these kids, and that's what you want. Yeah. Because these kids are the ones that makes it viral.
And
that's where the resurgence is coming from, you think?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. You get, I mean, look at that the Filipino girl. What's her name? The one who did she was huge on Facebook and TikTok. She was a Filipino girl, the older one who did Show Me Love. She did the parody with Show Me Love and with her younger daughter. And she goes, "You call that music? This is what we used to dance to, remember?" I forgot.
I don't know who that is.
The Filipino man. I know you.
What is he watching?
Right?
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
Right? Yeah,
But I mean, you got to understand something. You know, some of these parents will take a video of their kid dancing to "Looking for the Butter," and because it's a song in the background, it's gonna hit, and it's gonna, if that one video goes viral,
look,
it's in people's heads. You know what I'm saying?
When I was promoting the show for tonight, and they was making a story, but it was on Facebook Music.
There's a video going right now. I got hit probably like a good 6 or 7 times in the past 2 days about this club, and I think it was, don't quote me, I think it was Pound that was playing, but it's like, hitting numbers with this club, and it just shows up, and every day now I'm just starting to get hit with like, hey, I'm like, yeah, I saw that,
Well, that's dope.
It is what it is, man. That is a staple.
See, you said something earlier that you said that that it was harder nowadays, obviously with social media and everything, and everything at your fingertips. I mean, I think you have a chance now. You think you have a chance now with some of your older tracks if you push it hard enough.
But the thing is, though,
have a chance for what? My
to
older
push
tracks.
Yeah, to push that older music out there to the masses.
No, I mean, it only takes one person to be like, hey, this song off a party at my place is ridiculous. Like, how come I didn't hear this?
Right.
And if they're an influencer and they put it up there, it's game over, right? Because that's how we move now.
Right.
And I don't do it for that. If it happens, it happens. I've been there. I just love making music, and that's my out, right? But yeah, I got all that in my head while I'm writing, right? What would an influencer pick out of this song and say, hey, I want to use this for this? Chicago Fire, we're looking for Chicago Fire to pick it up. It makes sense. The soccer team.
Right.
That's
dope.
So it could happen.
Yeah, it can be. You just need that right person to hear it.
It could happen.
Like, dude,
they're listening. They watch it. They see it. The videos themselves. I wake up to DJ Kuko like at the Bears game, and he's like, "Kill it, Pamp," and I'm like, "What is he talking about?" I'm like,
rocking the shit at the Bears game,
and I have to like put the phone next to my ear, and he's rocking at the Bears game. I'm like, I got to get to the stadium.
Right. This is dope. But look, sometimes it takes time because I just saw a viral video that's going out with Fucking 1-800-EMPIRE? Are you serious? When's the last time you heard that commercial for Empire? Where it goes
again,
1-800?
It's the younger generation hearing it,
right?
And
they're thinking
then it's
new.
like, no, I could take this and make it big. They enjoying
like
it. And next thing you know, it's in the background, and everybody's like, it's the next hottest thing. It was hot for 30 years.
It was hot back then.
It was hot for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then you get these stupid kids that come up, man, Kendrick stole that, or Debbie Deb stole that from Kendrick. What the fuck? This song was made like 30 years ago. Go shut the fuck up, kids.
It's just the way music is, man. People, like I said, they use samples, they reinvent stuff, and it is what it is. If it hits all the ears, and then that's what it does.
But not comment, but Kanye fucking he did the workout plan. He almost came out with some housey shit, American Boy.
Yeah, he was definitely using it. I mean,
or like when Kanye sampled what that song in Fade? He sampled
he used a lot of house songs.
Yeah, he used a lot of house songs. Deep Inside.
Yeah, Deep Inside.
He sampled that in his song Fade.
Yeah.
Faded.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's dope. I mean, like I said, man, I mean, you gotta understand that Looking for the Butter, I still rock that shit a lot, dude. And people don't fucking they don't miss a beat. They don't miss a beat. It's not like it kills the dance floor. It's still hot to a lot of people. And like Pamp said, and like I said,
I think Point played it recently at MCM.
Yeah.
And they were going crazy.
There's some young producers that they sent me some tracks, and I was like, yeah, we're doing that. You heard of Little Manny?
Yeah.
Little Manny, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's dope.
And when I say a beast, I mean original.
Mm-hmm.
I work with a cat named Elias. He plays everything by hand. I mean, every instrument. So
That's
some of the
dope.
beats that my album Evicted, which is the last one, a lot of it is original. So that's what I'm saying is like, I need the DJs to go there and stream it, buy it, add it to your playlist. Because when you get to researching it, you're going to be like, whoa, it's all live music. And it's, Manny's a dope producer, DJ Panic, cat out in Mexico. I mean, I worked with a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people came back just to help me with the first album, like DJ Bam Bam and, all those cats.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, see, bro, these ain't some basement DJs, you know what I'm saying?
In a minute,
Yeah.
But
DJ Bam Bam.
these ain't basement DJs that he's working out with,
I
man.
know,
I mean,
I
these
know.
guys are all fucking high up there, man.
Well, I mean, everybody worked to get to where they're at,
Right.
and
but to collab
But-
and bring another person up to the surface is amazing. It's a
so
blessing.
so that's what I'm doing and then I tell them, I said, listen, that we work together. As things get better for me, they get better for you. And if people come looking to you, don't sell yourself short,
Right.
because this is it. People need this stuff, like, and that stuff I didn't know back then because I was young, and talking about butter, I want to find the catalog because that catalog was sold, right?
Like you see?
When you see when you see
Yeah. Shut the
folded,
doors, yeah.
right? Because the owner passed away, then that catalog has been sold along the line. So these cats owe a lot of people money. Like if they had a big track, depending on what your contract read, they owe them some money, but they stay quiet.
Yeah.
So when I went to social media to put my music on, if you go look for Pamp, a lot of times you're gonna run into Pamp and a Knox.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah.
And I don't care. That's okay. That's old to me.
Right.
But when you stream music, it's just PAMP.
Yeah.
So when you want to stream Pamp, PAMP, you're going to find my catalog of music. You're going to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
In a
Huge.
matter of 4 years, there's 32 songs. It's like, what?
It's a lot.
But you also understand the business now side of it. And so I want to bring these young cats like, hey, man, there's a lot of house that could be created that's original, and we have to keep that sound going. I preach that on the stage, because if we don't, then it doesn't matter.
How do you think that's gonna happen?
I think the music there has to be more production out of Chicago, more artists, more vocalists. The DJs need to really help their artist,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you can go to the club and you're gonna get hit with the same track day in and day out. We know that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. They
Yeah.
know that. The
Yeah.
DJs know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't change that and start teaching the crowd about what's really out there,
Right. Take your blinders off.
then stay in that little club playing the same, set.
You have just entered the Twilight Zone. No.
Play that
That's
same
the same
set.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
And
Fuck.
you could introduce some new songs here and there. They don't even understand it. Is the beat's dope and it's driving? They're gonna look for that song.
Right.
But if you're not playing it, they don't know. So it's the DJ has to do their research, listen to what's out there, or have the producers that are making it here. Hey, let's really push this.
I was just gonna say you were missing that promotion. That's your number one key promotion.
Yeah,
to push it out there.
I know that.
To push it out there. Once you get it out there, I mean, you push it. Obviously, people are gonna know about it.
Like Boss just commented, stop quick mixing, Al.
Mind your business.
That's it.
Mind your business.
But I think that's it, man. So I'm gonna keep producing what I do, and even push the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? In sound, I got a song out there called Flex. I think we pushed the boundaries with that, and that was recently. Dali I See went back to like the hard roots, and but look those tracks up, man, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I
I
like
felt
other than, but I will tell you this. I like Dirty Talk,
Yeah,
and and like I said, it's you pretty much like it's far from your earlier days. It's like, it's you kept it. I feel like you kept it. You kept it house, but like you kind of like elevated it a little bit. That's my opinion.
and that's what I push as an artist. Like
Yeah.
we could flow over these beats,
Yeah,
right? It's just how we
incorporate.
and
we set up that song,
Yeah.
right? The pattern of it.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a song, and that's what Dirty Talk was. And then you're like, he laughed when I was smiling because I remember walking that stage. Like, okay, I produced my own beat, and I wrote that song because the beat was so hot in a night.
I didn't laugh at you. I laughed because
No,
you blushed.
saw, yeah.
After you said Dirty
Yeah,
Talk,
you
you
saw the
blushed, and
smile,
you're
and I
like,
was
yeah,
like, yeah,
you're
because I'm
like,
proud
yeah.
of that shit. I
Yeah.
was like,
That's awesome.
yeah,
that's,
I was
that's
like,
great.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh, this is dope.
yeah, you got the video and all.
And that's why
like I
when-
said, it's like I say, he kept it house, but it's like it's like obviously it's like a graduation of what he did from earlier.
Right.
Yeah, that's why.
The next level.
This was the next level.
This
yeah.
was the progression
Yeah.
that I was telling you about. Party at My Place was where I left off, and it was like that old school kind of housey feel, cool,
Mhm.
And then I started going into like, let me switch this realm up on people so that they understand that there's something, it could be different.
Right.
And then that's where Evicted came, and Evicted was my letter to everybody. Like, if you ain't about my house, get up out my house.
You know what? Type it up because we're gonna listen to it right now.
So
That ass.
yeah,
I want to hear it.
and so
See,
if you listen to some of the songs, there's gems in there,
Yeah,
and it's me talking to people. Like, if you're really paying attention to the music, then you'll hear it and you'll be like, ooh, I know where he was going with that, and I know who that shot was at.
Yeah.
And I left it like that because, and that's why we were talking earlier. I don't want to put people's names out there because I don't want to disrespect nobody. They know who they are, right? You could play big headed all you want. Eventually, you're gonna see me, and I know that,
Mhm.
and I enjoy that, and so I keep it like that.
Mhm.
But I just hope that we can all grow. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, there's even going through the growth of this Stars and P. You run into issues with people and who you're dealing with because I have a vision. If you don't want to help me get to the end goal, I have to keep going. I cannot wait for you. Right? And people take that to heart.
Mm.
And you got to understand that business is business.
Friends is friends.
Friends is friends.
Yep.
And if you can't understand those parts, then we have issues.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is.
Right.
There's no love lost, but I got to do what I got to do. And I got to move quick.
You've been doing it.
I've been doing it, you know? So that's all. That's peace. It's talking about Stars and B. Can I get that bag?
Yeah.
and people,
And
if you
it's a
don't,
book bag, not a bag that
people listen to Dirty Talk, listen to Chicago Fire, both fire tracks.
All right, so just to base on that, when you were pushing the hoodies, you remember? I got that inbox from you, and I was like, I'm gonna get one, bro, because I wanted one, and I said, fuck it, so I picked up the hat. Chicago Fire, you inboxed me. I've been rocking that song. See, because I'm not out there, and if I don't see it, unfortunately, it just doesn't dawn on me to go ahead and look it up.
But
I mean, I'm late on music too. I'm definitely late on a lot of music.
I'm not out there.
But again, sometimes
I'm not out there.
No.
Both of us has a busy ass DJ schedule as you know.
But I'm an idiot. You got to slap me in my face with it. You got to slap me in my face with it, or else I'm not looking for it. I'm just that's how I am.
It's like me.
If it's not right in front of me, or dude, I'm still late on songs too, on new music.
It's true, Pamp, because what was it? I think it was last month. I told him about a couple of tracks that he didn't like. Remember the
Crystal Waters
remake.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And yeah, you didn't like it. And then like a Chris Lake. You know nothing about Chris Lake, but I got him up on a couple of house tracks by Chris Lake. He's like, this song came out. I'm like, this song's old. It's like a couple years old.
Right.
By the time here's my album is
right,
10 years old.
But
I'm like,
if it's not in front of me, then I won't hear it, man, because I got so much shit on my mind,
and that's
you know.
why.
And that's why I'm asking you about pushing.
And pushing and I push. Trust me, I go looking and I'm like all over the place. But like I tell you, I have different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I got this going on.
Right.
I got the music, you know, and I stay moving. So I'm doing what I love. It doesn't matter to me that I put an album out in 2018 and you're not banging the track, because eventually you're gonna run into it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna say, "Damn." And you're gonna play
Where
it
the fuck
anyway.
have I been?
You're gonna play it anyway if it's dope. I guarantee it. And so, just like Bud has been playing for 30 years,
and I've been playing for 30 years.
When I jump back in, it's
crazy.
spiked. When I jump back in the game, it's spiked, and then it just stays like that.
Right.
You know, and
because you're staying relevant.
Right.
Right.
And sometimes so I gotta stay relevant.
Right.
Right. So I keep making and keep going. I can't look back. There's no looking back.
Right.
It's done. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, with social media and everything now and all the platforms,
it's so
that's
fast.
It, right.
My song, I could put it out. My new song tomorrow.
Mm.
It'll drop, and 2 days later, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Eventually, if you're following Pamp on all my platforms, you're gonna be like, "Yo, damn, I didn't hear this song."
Right.
And you're gonna add it to your library, and that's it.
But like I'm saying, and to your website, you know, maybe you should put out like a mass text blast, you know, it's whatever, it's Pamp Fridays, and I'm putting out, you know, just a little catalog that I put together for you, you know, so you could listen to it on, you know, while you're doing whatever, partying with the family, hanging out on a boat, being at the beach, whatever, a beach bash.
Now who? No disrespect, but who the hell does text blast nowadays?
A lot of people, bro.
It still works.
A lot of people, bro. I get a lot of text messages.
It's just part
Gino
of the game.
Gino Rockaromo's his fucking thing. You get social media. I mean, you get
social media is different than a text message. Most people are on social media nowadays.
Motherfucker, it's the same shit.
I text my close ones, like to put everybody on real quick.
Right.
I'll text them.
Right.
Everybody else is just, hey, if you're watching my social media, this is how it's gonna happen. Until I can put that team together where all you see is Pamp, right? And that's as far, you know, however far I want to take it.
Right.
You know, if I hire
a PR,
you know, and that's in the works. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to be now.
Right.
Now it's like, you know, I was on a phone with I think 3J last week, and
Dubstar.
While I'm talking to them, I got 3 other calls about shows.
Nice.
Right?
Summertime's coming, yeah.
Right. So now it's like boom, 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 new music. Oh, everybody sees what Chicago Fire is doing. Boom, 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 boom. And it's progressing. But I need somebody. I need to get out that loop.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in that loop anymore.
Right.
And so that's what we're working on. But
It takes time.
Stars and P. It takes time. This is my joint right here.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's got his own gear bag.
This gear bag hits the stage everywhere I go, and
It's funny. He looks brand new.
I always it's brand new. I take care of my shit.
Real quick while Pamp's opening up his bag. If anyone has any questions for Pam, drop them in the comments.
Drop them.
I already got one question from Chris Lara.
This is for you, my guy.
Oh wow.
That's the latest heat.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
It's called the Graph.
Oh.
Holy crap! We
See
got.
something, bro.
Damn, man. Thank you, man.
Holy shit!
This is dope.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Pam. Seriously.
no problem, bro.
We
Oh,
appreciate
wow.
it.
Take care of my
This is
people.
awesome. This is
Wow.
That's for all the hard work y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
we appreciate
yes.
it, bro.
And
Thank
that's-
you. I
is
need
dope.
it. I need it.
represent.
It's cool
Y'all
outside.
This is dope.
represent
Thank you.
house. So
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Rock it.
Thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. This one's gonna go up into one of the.
They ain't gonna.
in one
No,
of the
don't hang it
cases.
nowhere. Wear it.
No, this one's gonna get
No,
retired.
where?
This
Oh,
one's gonna
you
get.
can retire that one.
No,
Yeah.
in the case in one of my
dude.
jersey cases.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I got a couple of them, man.
I
They
can't
go into
wait.
my
I
jersey
can't wait.
cases.
Yeah, I
got you.
can't wait to hook up my basement because
This is my USA room. It's a lot bigger on camera, I know.
All the old school shit we got.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Real quick, again, any questions for Pam? Drop them in the comments. Chris Lara has one. He said that. What do you think about Chicago radio plays local music now versus back then?
Chicago radio that plays local music.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Which
talking
one?
smaller radio stations.
Yeah, because
then nobody plays our local music.
nobody.
There's probably a couple stations on the south side
Yeah.
that have local sound,
Mm-hmm.
but what we need is a station for Chicago, for house. Like there should be a station dedicated to house music, period.
I think
A major station, not
Not like the online
Not-
radio.
yeah, no.
didn't
can't-
Julian
it
try to
can't
do
be.
that?
It can't be.
Didn't Julian try to do that right now with the what 105 or 107.9 or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, when Julian was running the show, he had Metro and
Oh,
Nonstop as a DJ.
104.3.
Yeah,
but
but that's a
104.3.
throwback.
That was
That's a
That's a
throwback.
throwback station.
first of all, that's a throwback station, and it's
Well, what do
not-
you think we're talking about? Throwback music,
But
asshole.
But hold
no,
on.
get out that mind state.
But hold on, it's
Get out
not.
that mind
But
state.
it's not. But it's not run locally. It's that's run through a company.
Oh,
Intercom.
really?
Yeah,
I
Intercom.
thought that was
Yeah.
No, Intercom. It's run by Intercom.
okay.
So somebody needs, right?
So he's.
We know
so-
that our city started this sound. So how come there's not a station? And
So-
and I heard that the stations are very hard to start.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation with
yeah, right.
my cousin Triple H called some people and was like, "Can you explain to my cousin
Yeah.
about radio
Well,
stations?"
CYC was
and they broke it down. And I was just like, "Yeah, I get it."
Mm,
So, but if
FCC
somebody
and all
does
that
it,
shit.
but if somebody does it, it's a winner. It's because not only that, you're giving them the classics, which we're gonna bump.
of course, yeah, of course.
Follow Me,
Mhm.
Percolator, Butter, right,
Mhm.
all that stuff. But you also have the opportunity to play what's going on around the world, right? Because now it's just they're taking our sound and they're developing it faster than we are. And that's what I mean by the producers have to step their game up and stop playing with the same pads.
Yeah,
And they know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
And-
the last.
Break that shit.
I can appreciate that. I can
Yeah.
appreciate the remix and stuff. That's cool, But get on some original stuff. Go look for some artists. Go look for some singers. Put a dope track together and then play it on our radio station, along with whoever's doing it in London, whoever's doing it in
It's funny you said that,
it's
'cause
world music.
he said down in Kiss FM when he was in London, they were playing house music.
Yeah,
up
they
there.
were playing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were playing.
So it's like,
Absolutely.
bro,
They were playing Follow Me.
you're 17 hours away by plane, and they're playing house music over there, but we can't play it here in Chicago where it was originated.
Remember
la-
this conversation.
The last local radio station I remember was Vocalo.
Vocalo?
Yeah,
Where the fuck was
it
that?
was in Chicago. It was like
See, even Pamp didn't even know.
You heard it in 10 block. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you heard it. You heard it in the city.
Hey, we used to cruise around just to catch CYC, bro, on those
Yes.
days because
I mean,
the Northsiders couldn't pick it up. Thanks, CYC.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But-
so we had to go to
Right.
26th, 18th,
that-
you know.
But you know, you got to appreciate that culture, right?
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was dope.
That was dope.
That was dope.
And everybody remembers that, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're from that side. The north side,
No, we
not
ain't
so
get that.
much.
Yeah.
We were bumping down Fullerton.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's how
Mixtapes
we
are-
heard.
yep.
I got your mixtape in my trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you need. I got the hottest joint. But they need to create a radio station here for us,
Yeah,
but a big station.
yeah, like
Somebody needs to step up and say, hey, you know, they already made the warehouse a landmark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that this sound comes from here, so why not just, you know, create it and leave it? Let it be. You know, you want to invite artists out here to perform, bring them. But they're going to do it here in Chicago. Talking about some of the events that we have over the summer with House.
Mm-hmm.
Where are our DJs? At the small stage? I'm not a DJ, so I'm going to talk my shit. But I know some people that need to be on a big stage
Yeah.
as DJs.
Yeah.
You know, and I go to Miami Music Week. I've been for the past 4 years.
Mm-hmm. I want to go.
And I sit next to these DJs from Chicago. Like, for instance, DJ Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, she is a vibe that needs to be on a big stage in Chicago at Grant Park, wherever you're throwing this event, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
No, they overlook her.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I don't get
either.
it.
That was one of my biggest arguments
And
from when they had
that's
40 anniversary.
That's my album evicted.
tell you why.
So
Tell us.
Money.
it's not
Tell
about
us.
money, bro.
It's money.
Why?
It's money.
No, it's not.
What?
Oh, really?
No, it's not. It's not about money.
Come on
It's
now.
not about money.
It's
bro.
the promoter that knows somebody that knows this DJ.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not. No, it's promoting.
Because I'll put
It's
put
like-
any of those DJs
They would
up against our DJs.
if a promoter
I said it too.
if
Game
a promoter, for example, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like, for instance, if Arius is throwing a Arc Music Festival, they're gonna want to book the biggest talented DJs before they even book the smaller DJs, just to
what does that
get the
mean?
money.
What does that mean? Half these fucking big DJs are fucking pre-recorded anyways.
Yeah, but if the
because they
promo-
can't
Thank
fuck
you.
up.
But
Thank
if
you.
They can't fuck up.
I get it, but I'm with you. But if the promo wants to make money, they're gonna have to they're gonna want to bring in a big name DJ like a Dom Dollar or
Needle on wax.
or a John Summit
All
or
right.
or James
Well,
Hype.
well, guess
Just
what?
to-
There's a
just to-
lot.
Just to bring in money and ticket sales. So
All
they
right,
could
well
book-
then don't throw a fucking old school 40 anniversary house fucking music festival and fucking bring all new DJs. That's fucking a slap in the face.
I agree with you there, but
That's a slap in the face. Regardless.
that's where they want the money, so they have to follow where the money is at.
Okay, cool. Well, you think those 50 and 60-year-old people were listening to Dumb Dollar? No disrespect.
no.
I mean, he's a beast, but I mean, do you think they're gonna go to that concert? No, I don't think so. They're gonna be pretty pissed off.
Let's bring the DJ battle
and,
back.
and no disrespect
Let's
to
bring
Bill.
the battling back.
No disrespect to Bad Boy Bill, but remember when when they brought him to the
yes,
first show,
yes,
they had
yeah.
fucking it was packed with all the old schoolers, and he played nothing but fucking like
The new
the new EDM type shit.
Yeah.
And people were, what the fuck is this?
Right. But
What the
Also-
fuck was this? But yeah, I respect Bill. I
Yeah.
mean, it's all about money at the end of the day.
but the sound too. Again, we're stuck in that.
Microwave society.
Yeah. And so, but the people that are throwing these events are looking at that. What's gonna drive these kids, the new stuff, because they're already hearing it.
Yeah.
They're not worried about looking for the butter, or a percolator or whatever. That already had its time. There's new music out there just dropping all the time, and so they go get that young kid, that it's already formatted on there. They're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
To the crowd, they're like, "Oh my God, this DJ's tearing it up." No, the DJ's not really doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's just dancing behind the machine.
Yeah, it hurts.
You know, so I can appreciate the DJ. especially the ones that spin on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote a song about that. It's called Needle on Wax.
I lost a lot of my needles or my wax, but
Look. Yeah, I know. We're in these new times, right?
Yeah.
But if you bring that kid into this room with some vinyl,
You don't know what the hell to do.
it'd be like,
And
I quit.
their balls are gonna drop.
I quit.
Their balls are gonna drop.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear ping ping.
Pack
And they'd be
your,
like, bro, pack your shit.
pack your
Goodbye.
shit.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. So
What is this?
I
It's a
respect,
Newmark mixer.
I respect the DJs, you know, and so, you know, you just got to keep with the times and keep pushing the new stuff.
Which is why I tell people to check out your new stuff. Yeah, check out
but
your
see,
stuff.
that's the problem, man. I
What?
mean, you know,
What's the problem?
if you're gonna throw an old school event, you have to think old school.
It's what we know here.
But 40th anniversary of house music,
like
or 40th anniversary of
Chris
house
Lara
music.
said, we're stuck in a time warp.
You're not
not
gonna
wrong.
throw a fucking you're not gonna throw a fucking soulful R&B and invite fucking I don't know,
A soulful
fucking-
R&B,
a soulful R&B a concert and
Bring
then
one
fucking
of the new artists.
yeah, bring one of the new artists
like a Victoria
Instead-
Monet.
yeah. Instead of bringing fucking Montel Jordan or fucking, you know,
John
or,
B.
or John B, right? Or fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire even be. You know what I'm saying? Some Sade. You understand? Those are fucking, those are the people that fucking paved the way for all you motherfuckers. So let's, if you're going to honor that 40th, let's honor the 40th, the guys who, you know, the Green Velvets and fucking, you know,
Mike Dunn.
Mike Dunn's, yeah. You know, the
Terry
Bad Boy
Hunter.
Bills, you know, the people,
So
the,
Gene
many
Ferris.
people.
you know,
Yep.
dude, when's the last time I
Ron
saw
Carroll.
Sundance? When's the last time you saw Sundance? Sundance was huge, huge. Are we doing it? Yes, without a doubt. I mean, dude, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what happened?
I don't know. I mean, people.
I mean, people
move on
disappeared, right?
and they do their thing.
Right.
And it's just, what are you gonna do, right? For your craft.
Right.
Me, I'm just gonna keep creating my sound, and you like it, you don't. It doesn't affect.
So on to
me.
the next one, right?
It doesn't affect.
On to the
me.
next one. You're gonna
I'm
grab them
still
somewhere.
selling records.
Yeah.
And I'm still on stage. That's all that matters. And I'm cool with that. You know, if the next song I put out goes crazy, then it's bye Chicago, right? Yeah,
Why, you leaving us?
I would never leave Chicago, but I'm
Okay.
just saying I'd
Bye-bye, yeah.
be on the road
Yeah.
again, you know, and it just heavier. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
So, quick question for you. So, do you, when you get booked for these shows, obviously you get booked more out of state than in the city, right?
Yeah, I would say it's about even.
It's about even. Okay.
Yeah, because I really just go to Texas right now.
Okay.
It's
Like
hot out there.
Dallas,
Yeah.
Dallas is
hot.
a big market for me. So it's crazy. Dallas is crazy.
Yeah, it's dope.
They show a lot of love.
Corpus Christi. I was in Corpus Christi. It was dope over there. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I went to a club out there, but they were playing house music, Chicago house music out there too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So the promoter, the first promoters that brought me out to Dallas as when we were Pamping and Knox, they just did a show here in Aurora.
Really? Wow.
I'm down the block.
Oh, at Pizza?
I've never performed. Yeah, at the Piazza.
Yeah.
Pizza. You said?
Yeah. I said
He said
Pizza.
pizza. The
He's
Piazza.
He's Piazza.
I know
Sorry.
that.
I'm
This
hungry.
guy, bro.
I'm hungry. Leave me
Right.
alone. Piazza. You know what I meant. You know what I
No,
meant.
I know what you meant.
Puerto
but-
Rican.
But they came out here and threw a show,
Hmm.
a mean show, you know. And I'm just like, it took them to come out here for me to perform in Aurora after 30 years. I never touched down in Aurora.
Yeah.
That was crazy to me,
Wow.
you know.
Wow.
That's Paul Wall, Frankie J.
Oh, that one
Amanda
with Amanda
Yeah.
Perez and that
Those
one,
are some
yeah.
big names
Uh-huh.
too. Those
I
are
mean,
Paul Wall.
they
Come
were. I mean, you know, they were running radio with me.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
fucking too.
Hex was there, one of the up and coming rap artists out here.
Yeah.
I still fucking play sitting sideways all in the days. That's the shit, bro.
Yeah.
And these kids,
Dude, I
they
sat there
get
and I
down
was-
to it.
Yeah.
They get down to it, bro. It's just fucking just like Pamp, man. I told you, looking for the butter, and I'll match it up with some other shit. You do it to it, match it with do it
It's
to
for the love of music, and that was cool to be around them. Shout out Three Amigos Entertainment in D-Town.
But that's sad to what you said, though.
What?
It is.
Kind of a punch in the fucking gut.
It's all right.
That-
Sometimes we need to get hit in the gut to realize what you got in front of you, and you're not really paying attention.
No,
Yeah.
and that's the sad part that you're saying that somebody had to come from out of town to hire one of Chicago's very own, brick and mortar. You
Yeah, I
understand?
mean, we
Somebody who fucking whose brick and mortar is in that fucking house foundation.
yeah.
Is that's what's fucked up.
Yeah, I got my beliefs on stuff, and a lot of it is, some of these people have their hands in too many things. So when it comes around for looking for artists, and it gets to me, it's a no go. It's a no go because I'm competition. Period. So I will never see some of these people's stages because I'm competition. They can't get over that.
We talked about that earlier.
We did, and I won't get specific, but they know who they are, and that's cool, and I respect that, and it's all good. But I see it, and that's the mindset we got to get out of. Is listen, we have an opportunity to do this. This song can be huge, and make a mark for our city. Instead, we do the reverse.
Yeah, and you fucking hating on the next person, or not you, but they
Right.
hate on the next person and try to sabotage your show just to make them seem that they're still up there when
It doesn't matter.
I mean, fucking, they can't even sing anymore. They're fucking get off my grass type shit. The fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Can't sing no more.
Hey, I think you just lost your denture.
Get off my grass.
I think you just your denture just dropped. You know what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I mean, dudes, I'm serious, bro. Sorry. There's some artists out there, bro, that need to put the shit away.
DJ Envy, what's going on, sir?
You know what I'm saying?
DJ Envy.
So
From Chicago, not New York.
So Pat, what's new in the future for you?
So right now, we're working on some remixes to some of the songs in the album because I don't have anybody doing remixes, and it's always good to have
Patrick Wayne, 3J.
some of the they're in that. They're in that we're in a bubble right now. These guys because what happened with us was just crazy. So they're part of that program. DJ Lil Manny's part of that program. It's a lot of producers that I deal with. So we're just going back and revisiting that. But I am working on my album, my third album, and it gets done when I'm ready to get in there and something has motivated me to write, right? Because sometimes it's like repetitiveness. I'm like, I don't want to keep talking about ass. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right. No, I hear you.
But and really, I try to stay away from sounding like that, where it's like I heard that already.
Right.
You say something different. You know,
It's like R. Kelly's part 2.
Jesus
We're
Christ.
gonna open up to more like targeting radio. So remember, I'm progressing.
Yes.
So as I write now, it's like, these guys will call me. We just had a project that we're working on, and they're like, "Hey," and I'll write it, and I'll send them a snippet and say, "You like this?" Because it's not only me, right? Because I might like it, they may not, and when they say no, because we're all in this marriage,
Right.
all right,
It's
cool.
like the Senate.
It's all right, cool, right? You don't like it? I got something for you. I go back and, but I'm so in tune with the writing that it doesn't take long. So it's like, okay, cool, and then we'll get into making some poppier songs and finding artists to do that.
Right.
And the music's original. We got that down, right? We got our players, and so it's just gonna get a little bit meaner in what we're doing, and you'll see it. That's my job. This is documented now, right?
Yep.
And we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna be like, remember when I told you?
Remember you said that you're going to come back.
We'll come back.
Promise.
Nah,
All right, cool.
whenever you want me.
All right, fucking
I mean,
dude. I'm going to have to fly him out from LA now.
Here, bro,
You know? Flying back
I
from
ain't
Puerto
going
Rico.
nowhere, man.
on
I'm
his
staying
private
right
jet.
here, Chi-Town.
You gonna be like,
private jet.
Logan Square, stand
You gonna
up.
be like, Pamp's too expensive to come back. to
No,
fly in?
no. He'll have a fucking house next to, in that glass building over there on the lake where Oprah lives, on the very penthouse. The one
He gonna be living out-
sits right by.
He gonna be living in Streeterville.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
Soon,
No doubt, man. A fucking Batmobile over there and shit.
when you guys, I know when 3J calls me, he always hears the birds chirping. So he doesn't understand that I have a spot on an island. So when he really hears that, it's because I'm on an island talking to him.
Told you.
And he's like tripping out. And he's like, how come you're not in the island? I'm like, because I'm in Brick City. I'm in my crib at the house.
You got birds? Or you just hit that play button?
You got
in the
no
background?
birds?
You got
These
no
are
birds?
birds out in the wild, bro.
I got a bird downstairs,
this is a true
bro.
story.
No, it's funny though.
No, I have 2 cats and a lizard.
Nice. Nice.
A bearded dragon. She's about this big.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's my girl though. I take care of her.
I love those things, man. Those things are awesome.
Real quick, Chris Lauer has a question for you, and then
No.
I have a bunch of questions for you.
Shoot.
Do you think Chris Lauer asks? Do you think the audience is lacking in supporting house music?
So, I think our audience in Chicago loves house music. Like, I don't think they're lacking. I just think that they're not as knowledgeable as far as like what's out there, like what's happening with it. Like, I see it because I travel other places to see it. Like, let's say, Miami Music Conference, that Music Week is, you see everything happening at real time.
Yeah.
These are the biggest DJs. Now you got the generation that's running it, celebrating it, but we're not listening to that over here.
No, you're not.
I've said that's why I say knowledgeable, right?
I've said that several times.
So
and I've said
if you're not growing with the sound, then
You'll be left behind.
you
sound like Envy right now.
I don't think they don't love house. I think we love house here. It's just we love the house that when it started, it developed to a certain period, and then hip hop took over.
Yeah.
Right? There's no more hot mix shows.
No.
Nobody cares about that anymore.
I've said,
and then
this.
that was it. That you did.
I've said this. I've said this. And I make a joke about this when you can't be able to play deep or tech house at a South Side.
What's your
bar.
pronoun?
Shut up.
What's your pronoun? Pronoun house. What's your pronoun
What's
house?
your pronoun house music?
What's your pronoun house?
We don't judge.
You would not. You would not play. You
We
would
don't
not.
judge here. It's a
you would
judge-free
not go-
zone. Don't let nobody talk you down. You stand
You
up
will
for
not
what
go.
you believe
You
in.
will not go to a
Amen.
South Side. You stupid. You would not
Reverend
go to a
Pamp in the
South-
building. Reverend Pamp in the
I
motherfucking
talk that
building.
real
You
Get
will
on the
not
pulpit,
go-
son. Get on the
you will
pulpit.
not
I'm running
go
for
to a
president.
you need to. You
How about
will not
Chicago
go-
mayor? Let's start there.
Let's start there, right?
You will not
That
go
sounds
to
good,
a
man.
South
What y'all
Side
think?
bar or a South Side club like a Studio 63 or a Hall of Fame, and you will not be able to play tech house or deep house there. They're used to the old school stuff. They're
Man.
used to the Follow Me's, or they're used to the
Promised Land.
But what
Promised
generation?
Land.
You're not walking
Yeah.
into a club that's filled with 24-year-olds.
correct.
Maybe
Nah,
somebody brought their daughter.
Hey.
maybe, but
They're our age.
But they're probably the old heads that have their daughter listen to freestyle or house music. I remember a couple weeks last month.
You need to teach it. That's
Yeah,
cool.
last month I was playing at LG's and I was playing freestyle. Mind you, right. Mind you, a couple of the demographic over there is like in their 20s, maybe
Yeah, bro.
30s.
They know 3
At
doors down.
LG's.
Now Cynthia.
A 20-year-old, a late 20-year-old came up to me. She's like, "What are you doing playing my mom's old school music?"
Wow.
That's what she said to me,
Wow.
and I was playing freestyle because it was, people.
Remember
were
that
just
house?
But they're
Remember that
banging
part in the house?
crib.
And house. You ever remember House Party? You remember watching it with Kid and Play?
Yeah.
Remember when fucking this guy was over there DJing the old school and he hits the guy in the head with the record?
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Get your dusty ass.
Right. I mean, but it's being taught.
Right.
That's what's being taught. This is all I'm playing in my house, right? So she correlates that with, that's my mom's music.
Right.
But now if mom was really a house head and really loved that genre, she'd be playing, if she had the means to play these, right? You got to have some kind of, you got internet radio or whatever, you could jam out to some new shit.
Right.
But otherwise you're stuck on what we know.
Right.
And who's creating some new stuff to hear? Where are you hearing it?
And that's what I asked you earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
You need a radio station.
Yeah.
Right? Or a dope online house show that somebody is programmed for everybody to hear, and it's the new thing.
Well,
We don't have that.
we used to. We used to.
We used to, yeah.
We used to.
Okay, well,
Blue Moon.
somebody need to jump back in there and make it
Blue
happen.
Moon Media
House
used to do
13.
it. House 13 did it for a while.
Yeah,
You know, but again,
and
but
that's good.
that was his house, and it was cool because you know, you could walk in there and play whatever house you wanted, but at the end of the day,
What's your
you
phone
know,
now?
Mine,
Yeah, don't be
classic,
scared. Okay.
classic,
All right.
some new wave.
But like I said, no one, you know, you cannot go and I just like it how people like Chris Laura and Peter Ramos is like, you cannot play any of the newer house at those spots because it's the demographic.
Do you think?
You feed it to them slowly.
Right,
You
right,
just can't go
absolutely.
in
You
there
think
and-
it's
and
the way it's
spend
being
half an
fed.
try-
hour.
you could try-
It's the way it's being fed.
you could try and do that and, you know, slip it in during your set and stuff like that, but what do you think the reaction is going to be?
If the reaction is gonna, it's kind of like a hot stove. You put your hand once you feel that heat, pull it away.
I'll give it to like a place like Perception Lounge because when I DJ alongside Quick Mix or Kong, they'll try to slip in some of that stuff into the crowd, and some of them are a little
Shout out
bit
to them.
shout out to them, and some of them are a little bit receptive to it. But you know
They're gonna be receptive to shit that they know. Everybody's hypnotized at the end of the day. As long as you're gonna feed them shit that they know or it's familiar to them, they're gonna. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna move to it. They might not be as receptive to, you know, that versus Yolanda or, you know, or something of that.
Talking
note.
about something that needs to be taught, you know, like progression is like
Right, correct. You can't just slap them with
You
some
can't
new,
just
new
be like,
track.
hey, this club right here is turning into
EDM.
EDM
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
You know, you can't do that. But it's tough, man, because
it is.
And a lot of
it's
DJs
an argument. You know, it's an argument with everybody. Right now, I can see it, right?
go back and forth.
Ramon's like 90s and old school music. To this generation is like playing 80s music.
and their
Right?
90s.
I get it. You're right,
Their 90s
Ramon,
is
you
the
know?
2000s.
What's
and-
up, Ramon Sue? How y'all doing?
So, real quick.
DJ Fat Man. Woo, that boy gonna be at a party soon.
Yep.
Real quick, Pamp. Before we get into it, I always ask our guest DJ some questions towards the end of our show.
But
so.
see, wait, hold on,
Wait,
Fat Man.
Wait,
Hold on, before he says that.
Uh-oh.
See, and he goes, but the radio stars, these kids want to dance to what their program, you know, what mainstream is. But mainstream is coming out with a lot of the old shit. You know, fucking, I mean, you know, fucking, this guy just pulled out fucking the one with Debbie Deb. I mean,
Kendrick
fucking,
Lamar's
I mean,
samples,
look
Debbie
at how
Deb.
many fucking samples came out of fucking. So they're all sampling from the old school. If you guys can incorporate that shit, that's what I love about Jazzy Jeff is he'll incorporate the original with the hip hop that you know, some, you know, Dots Effects or Diggable Planets or something like that they sampled the old track off of from, you know, whatever, Teddy Pendergrass, whatever, and he'll incorporate both of them and show them that it could be looped, and people are feeling that shit. They feel it. It's dope, man. It's dope. So why don't we go ahead and incorporate and get that shit out of your head that you don't have to beat the shit out of one genre for a long period of time. You could turn around and incorporate different shit as long as you know how to fucking read a crowd. Don't sit there and play fucking some Kendrick Lamar on a you know, at a Southside club. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, but you can incorporate, you know, some Lisa. Lisa's got a lot of newer shit out. You know what I'm saying? You know, versus what people really know.
And that's what I like about some of those artists, right? And
Right.
freestyle, like create.
Yeah,
You have a blessing right now with the masses loving, because they're a genre that moves, and granted, it's not like throughout the United States, but in major cities, in some of these states, they can go perform because of their songs, create some new music, right, and that goes for them too, house music, freestyle,
R&B, upbeat.
Yeah, of course, you have these outlets, so feed them something new, because they're gonna get tired,
Right.
They're gonna get tired of seeing you. They will.
Playing the same shit.
Exactly. And that's why, you know.
But I mean, and that's what I mean. Incorporate shit. Incorporate different shit. Incorporate. You can get away with it as long as you fucking feed it to them, and it's something that's familiar. Don't go off the beaten path and play some off the wall internet artists. You know that you get that all the time. You know, hey, you got YouTube? Download my track right now. Get the fuck out of here. What? The fuck do I look like? What? You said what? Bro, you see I'm busy right now?
Jesus
Get the
Christ.
fuck out of here,
Download
bro.
my track. Yeah.
Download my
No,
track.
I mean, that's kind of number one. If you're gonna be prepared, man, at least have it on a thumb drive or something. You know what I'm saying? Or can I
100%,
email it to you?
100%.
Or fucking, you tap iPhones together now and it fucking goes directly to your computer.
Airdrop.
I mean, come on, bro. I mean, bro, you got to be a dumbass not to be. If you're gonna promote your shit, but just don't. You know what I'm saying? And let the DJ just decide when he wants to play it. Don't sit there and everybody's gonna love it. I hear that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You play it and then everybody, you see the dance floor just part like the Red Sea. It's like
That's my fear. That's my fear of being on.
that's
for you
everybody's
as a
fear.
DJ.
Yeah,
That's me getting on there and rhyming. In these crowds, you don't know what the reaction is going
Right.
to be. It's like people, you get nervous.
fuck yeah.
I get nervous every time I have to. About
You-
2 days into the show, I'm already like, oh, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, but
and-
you
yeah.
killed it.
Yeah,
You killed it.
That he just answered my question right there because I was gonna ask him about your stage presence, presence because
It's scary. People ask me like, you get nervous? I freak out. Like,
Well, you got a good fucking.
Yeah,
you got
because-
a
I
good
use
mask.
the energy.
right because
You got a good mask, bro.
you
'cause
have
I
to
can't tell.
because-
You have to turn it on.
because when I was with Pep at Cinco de Mayo, he's just quiet, reserved. In my opinion, he's just quiet, chill, laid back. But like, damn, he's like a different person if I see this man on stage.
He's got his towel at hand and the mic on the other. That's all you need.
Yeah,
That's all he needs.
That's right. You saw that.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
He just
Come on,
like
bro.
he's like a different person. He's like,
Yeah.
You have to think about that when I just told him, right? Because he's so nervous, he doesn't even realize what he's out there, and then you get out there and you see people moving, and that's it. That's your fuel. That's your fuel. That's it.
And you got to keep them.
Yeah, you just got to keep them. And you got that talent, bro. You got that blessing.
Yeah, appreciate
You got
it,
that
bro.
blessing, bro. Because I've never seen a dead party you've ever hit.
I
Never.
pray it never happens.
I pray no.
I don't think so.
Think so.
No.
That's it. The craziest thing, though, I will tell you is we were out in Texas and they threw a bottle during the show and it shattered on the lights above us.
What?
And I was so into the show that I'm like, I'm still going, but I didn't realize that they threw a bottle and the dancers had already stopped. And normally through my peripheral, I could see them moving and I
Yeah.
don't see nobody.
Yeah.
So I kind of like pull back and look and they're like doing one of these to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what just happened? And they're like,
Glass all over
laying
the
on
floor.
ground, there's glass all over the floor. Damn. And I'm just like tripping out, like, because we got nothing but love in Texas, So that was weird to me.
You get
There's
fucking
always
haters.
One hater.
One hater.
And it didn't like the way his girlfriend looked at me.
Damn.
And he launched that bottle. It was the last thing he did that night. We stopped the show, and he was like, "Look, we're paid already. We could just go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done."
Yeah.
And the crowd was like, "Nah," and it opened up. They were pointing at him.
Damn.
Security went over there, wrapped him up, took him out the back.
Damn.
It's crazy that we're talking about that because I just watched a YouTube parody that they put together from
It happens.
fucking Death Leopard that happened to the Death Leopard. I mean, dude, I was like, what? It's one of the fucking Slipknot that happened to Slipknot. It happened to a whole bunch of different people. Big actors. Nicki Minaj. Or was it Nicki Minaj?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Cardi B got something thrown. Yeah.
She got a microphone.
She got a microphone threw at her.
Yeah.
You get hit with your own microphone.
No,
It was a bottle of water.
Someone threw
A bottle of
A bottle of water.
No,
She threw the mic.
She threw the mic. Someone threw a bucket of water at her, and she threw the mic at that.
She looked like a wet cat after that, though.
Wow,
She did. Cardi B.
I like it. But
Rochina.
All right. Before we get out of here, Pam, we always ask our guests some questions towards the end of the
What do you mean, Bear Who? You don't know who Bear Who is?
who asked that?
It's a
3J.
question. It's a
Oh,
question.
boy.
I love that. Bear Who? Who that?
So Pam, you grew up with a lot of DJs in the city. You got love for the city,
He's a
especially
DJ.
house.
He's a DJ.
Okay.
Don't let him get
Shut up.
twisted. He's a
I'm
DJ.
not a DJ.
He's a DJ.
He grew up a lot of DJs who supported the record back in the mid '90s. Growing up, who was your favorite DJ?
I knew this question was coming because I get asked a lot that, and I was surrounded by so many.
That's all. Yeah,
Right.
that's what I say.
The best, especially in Chicago. There's so many. But I really enjoy listening specifically two DJs when it comes to hip hop. That's DJ Nonstop and
Okay.
DJ Who That.
Who that? I think he's in the live stream.
Who that?
Those are my top dogs when it comes to hip hop. I lock in. Like I'm just, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to that, when it comes to the house and more of like the older school house, it's my cousin Triple H. I mean, I grew up around him, around those turntables since he was 14. So I was super young, and so that's how I learned about DJing
Okay.
and DJ spinning on vinyl and stuff like that. So
Yeah, great mentor, bro.
All
yeah, I
right.
didn't,
Triple H, man.
yeah.
Sounds like a wrestler, but no, he wasn't.
Now like the newer stuff though, like DJ Heather is my DJ.
Okay.
Like when I go to Miami, I go specifically and I'll stand so I can watch her, because just like you see a vibe on me on stage,
Yeah.
that's her, like that's her world. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
and she makes you want to like dance. And I'm just like, yeah, bring it.
Yeah, we call those puppet masters DJs.
Bro.
Because that's what they do. When you get that
Hey.
crowd to just rock with whatever you're playing, no matter
bro.
what you're playing, that's puppetry right there, bro. You got to tell.
It's just a combination of the music that she's putting together, and it kind of incorporates all the hip hop, the old soul, the tribal beats. It's man, she could beat you down, bro.
Yeah.
You're just like,
You
the
get a
hell?
4-course meal
and
right
it
there.
pisses me off, and that's the stuff that pisses me off. It's like, how come these people are on the stage over here, and not her
No.
or not him, right?
All about clout.
Yeah, I don't. Like
I
it.
know. I'll be
I don't
honest.
like it.
I was.
Y'all need to do your research. Whoever it is putting these events together, really do your research, because you ain't doing Chicago justice.
I was a little
it.
pissed off when
Thank you.
when
Amen.
Amen.
I was a little pissed off when DJ Heather opened up Arc Festival on Thursday. People were barely walking in.
It shouldn't be that.
People were barely walking in there because it's the first day of Arc, and she's playing at the main stage,
Yeah.
and the people are barely walking in.
Yeah, we know.
She got
we
she
know
got
what
an
it
hour.
is.
She got an hour set, but I was still a little upset that people were walking in and like she's barely playing to an empty crowd.
Yeah, and I want somebody to come along and say, I'm throwing this major event, and I would put her or some of the other DJs that I know up against these people that they have.
It's been said a million
Smoke
times,
'em.
bro.
Smoke 'em.
It's been said a million
And
times.
I
Some of
don't
those
know if it's
openers kill it.
somebody's throwing the people that come in here and throw these events are not from here. I don't know where they're coming from. Listen to Evicted, though. I say it. If you're not paying attention, you got to stop inviting these people in here to do what they got to do, because they're taking our brand, they're taking our sound, and they're developing quicker than us. And you should be out there getting mad, though. You're 30 years in the game.
Yeah.
And you pump Rosemont, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I've been there, bro. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And them places are crowded, and they're rocky.
yeah.
You know,
He just stop
You
playing.
built shit.
He just needs to. He needs to stop playing 20 songs in 30 minutes. In 3
Mind your
minutes.
business.
he's got a job.
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
Thank you. I'm still
got a
working.
job.
I'm still working. So, hey, a big F you.
Yeah,
Fuck
shut
you.
up.
Fuck
Stop
you.
playing.
Fuck you. Hey, here's my toe, too.
Shut
Fuck
up.
out of here.
It's a job.
I'm still working,
He
brother.
knows he got a time period to get them tracks in. He's gonna move.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to move. We got to move.
We're gonna go see you
Where
Yeah.
am I?
next.
Where,
Hey, hit me up next
I
event.
got you.
We're gonna
where,
go
I
sit
got
there
you.
and listen
where
to
am I
him.
at? Where am I at Saturday?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm back at LG's
He's a
on Saturday.
bouncy rubber ball over here.
Shut
We
up.
got to fucking just.
At least I'm
We'll catch
constantly
it.
booked.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Anyways, all right, Pamp.
Yeah, talk to me.
This question
You
is
play for free, it's not booked.
Shut up. Let me go through these questions.
fired.
Normally I ask if I have a DJ on the show. Normally I ask this question, but you're a performer, so when you're performing, I know some performers have like rider requirements. Do you have like a rider requirement?
I used to.
Oh, okay.
I could barely get what I asked for.
Oh, damn. It was like that.
You know.
He wants Gatorade at 38 chill.
These guys don't got. They don't play like that here. Now, some of the promoters do. I've been asked. I don't need all that. I just need my bottle of water on the stage, and I'm straight.
Okay.
You know, I did all that. I need a limo. Back in the day, it was a limo. That was in my rider. We got picked up by a limo.
So what was your rider back in the day?
Our rider, everything was covered, right? Everything. What was 5 to 10 grand now would be
50.
Yeah, right. So in our rider, we had limo service. We got picked up in a stretch, and then it turned into I need my designer with me. I need my cousin with me. He's my security. I need blah 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 with me. And now we're just adding people to the flight.
Damn.
Because it got crazy, like in Texas, and I'm so serious about it. Like there were points where I have to run across bars to get to the green room because we were getting grabbed and chased and stuff like that. And then
in a good way.
Yeah, no, in a good way.
In a good way.
You know, we're getting fan mail back home, and it blew up. It freaks me out the way you see it here compared to over there.
Right.
But we had food upon arrival. We had transportation if we had to move. We toured. We went into Mexico. So they had trucks for us. Everybody had trucks.
Damn.
The whole squad.
Damn.
So we would drive across the border, go perform in Mexico.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Damn.
And come back. Everything was taken care of. So you know, back that's when we were labeled.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't touch it. It was just we were there. We're on radio all over the place. Now, it'd be like, yo, let me just get 5 people to come in with me.
Yeah.
You remember how I used to walk into the.
That's what I said, bro. You used to walk in with fucking as a fear, bro.
Yeah.
You'd be in the middle, bro, and just like bubbles of people would walk around them. Yeah.
And
big ass dudes.
And it would be like, you know, it would be to the point where like, Pamp, you cannot come in here with all these people, and I'd be like, then I don't perform.
Damn.
Right? Because I'm here to do what you wanted me to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming with me, and as soon as I'm done, we're out.
Yeah.
And that's how it worked. Okay, cool. And then everybody got in, squeezed in, watched the show, boom, out. But as far as the rider, yeah, I mean, everything was taken care of. Anything we needed, it was there. You know,
Okay.
That's no longer, you know. If a song blows up and then all of a sudden there will be a writer. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, I remember you. I'm going to need
yeah, I need a lyric
an apology first. I'm gonna need an apology first. A public one. And you know, down the line we go.
Unforgiven, DJ Unforgiven said that would an Uber XL be acceptable now? Thanks for
man, I catch Uber, man, just to be safe because I like to drink when I perform.
Yeah.
And so
takes the edge off.
If we're in a scenario, Texas, they still come pick me up, which is awesome. But like if we have to get somewhere and we're not at home and we know we're out drinking, then we'll get the Ubers to come pick us up. We'll do the
3J also asked, can he be part of your entourage? Can he come with you when you're doing your
Absolutely. You could roll, bro. Absolutely. Any day.
This other question here. What was what is like one of the favorite venues that you performed at? Or favorite
It was the show. Okay, so I did a Pan American Fest at Soldier Field, and a lot of people are like, "What?" Pan American Fest was a festival that was thrown in the parking lot of Soldier Field. So,
yeah.
Butter had already been on the radio, and you know a lot of salsa artists.
Yeah.
So Gilberto Santa Rosa is one of the biggest salsa artists.
Yeah.
So we show up to Pan American Fest. He's getting off stage. It's bright, and I'm just like, I don't know him at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know of his music. I don't know who he is, but he's getting off a stage. But there were people there. Like it was packed.
Yeah.
Soon as he gets off, everybody turns around and leave. Well, I'm next. So now I'm like, damn, I ain't performing for nobody.
Yeah.
So that fear was in me because I was like, oh my God, I'm coming home and everybody's gone.
Yeah.
They took me to a trailer in the group and the sun fell and I'm looking out now past the stage, and I'm just like, man, it's getting dark. Like, when are we gonna go? We're ready. You know, I'm already in fear. Like, nobody's here to see us.
Mm-hmm.
Just my family, my friends that are like, ah, you coming home? We're gonna come see you. And they're like, yeah, it's dark. It's gonna get darker, but those are heads. Those are people. And,
Oh shit.
yeah, and then it got like super dark, and then I couldn't see no more. Now all I see is the
The
lights, and the stage was pretty high.
Mm.
We entered it by getting boosted up as the show tape started.
Oh
So
shit.
we're like popping on stage, boom,
Oh, that's cool.
boom.
Yeah.
And if you see, I like wearing fatigue because to me I'm going to war,
Yeah.
right? And so we're in fatigues, and the crowd goes wild. Like, there's all type of flags, you know, going from every culture, and the city came out that day. I'll never forget that. Meanwhile, our teammates are in the crowd with the VHS camcorder like this, recording. I could see the red light as
Yeah.
I'm performing, and I'm like, I'm so glad they're capturing this, because this is history right here.
Yeah.
I perform, the place erupts. It goes bananas. It was the best show you could have, and so I'm excited, and I wanna replay that tape because I know it's crazy. And they were so excited they forgot to pop a tape in.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
The best show ever was that show, and I have it here. That's it, and a couple pictures.
That's all you need, though.
That's all I need.
That's all you need.
People would never understand the capacity of the crowd that was there.
Oh, I remember
But
Pan Am.
It was
Huge.
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 And then to follow that up would be, I think it was El Paso with Genuine and Key Sweat. That was his rookie year. That was my rookie year for Pony.
So
And I was doing
people.
Butter. Yeah. Key Sweat's mom came and gave me a kiss, and she was like, she was like, I don't know what that is.
Nobody.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what that is, what you just did, but you fucking do that.
That's dope.
And she was like, God bless you. She walked away from me. So we get off, and we want to watch the rest of the show because we're still like, you know, I was like tripping out, like, yeah, okay, we up here with the big boys, you know. So we sit in the back, and we're in the middle of center field, and we're watching, and the people started coming down from the seats and reaching the gate, and they started rocking the gate. So and then their sheriffs came out of nowhere, a big line of them.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
And they came to the middle of center field, and they said, you guys got to get up and go. And I was like, we can't watch the show. And he's like, no, do you see what's happening over there? And they were trying to get our attention. So they're rocking the gates.
Oh, shit.
So I walked over there. Everybody left the center field. I walked over there, and I signed autographs for a good 10, 15 minutes.
That's dope.
And then I walked away. Because eventually, I got this thing. We do a job. People pay to come see you.
Of course.
You make sure that you get off that stage at some point,
And thank
walk
you.
amongst the crowd, or you know, if you can just get to the edge and be like, hey, what's up? Thank you, blah, 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 and be out. And I used to stay there, and they used to be like, Pamp, we got to go. We're on a schedule. Pamp, we got to go. We're on a schedule. And I'd be like, nah. And that's why when I get on stage, I have that interaction with the crowd. I'm like, here, I'm giving back. I'm like, you show me that love, I'm going to give it back, you know? And that was because a Chicago Cub I'm into baseball, so playing baseball. And there used to be a center fielder for the Chicago Cubs. His name was Jerome Walton. He was like the next big thing. We go out, and I'm like, Dad, that's him. We walk up to this BMW, and he knocks on the window, and it was down a little bit. He goes, hey, can you sign this ball for my son? And he put the window up. And so
That was
it was
crushing.
crushing, but it was the wrong person to do that with. I'm with the wrong person. So he knocks on the window. Pop, pop, pop. He puts a window down. He goes, hey, my man, I asked you a simple question. You don't have to sign the ball, but you could have answered.
Yeah.
Now, would you sign this ball? he looks over, and there's this girl he's with whoever he's with. But he's like, can't you see that I'm busy? And my dad looks in the window, and he's like, and he puts the window up and goes. And that stuck in my head. So now I'm in a position where somebody's interested in what I'm doing and they love what I'm doing,
Right.
and that plays in my mind all the time. So I had to, like, when the sheriff was like, "You gotta go," I was like, "Nah." I walked over there, and all they did was put their little posters over, and
That's
One
awesome.
sign.
I signed them,
His signature.
and that was it.
That's awesome.
But that
Oh,
show was
okay.
dope. That was 17,000 people. They had asked Trick. Was it Trick Daddy? Who was the one that did the dip? When I did
Freak
the dip?
Nasty?
Freak Nasty. No, was it Freak Nasty?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
freak nasty.
They had asked him on an interview, and we're in the van on the way to the show. He's like, "Hey, so what do you think about that song Butter?" What was that for? He's like, "I don't know nothing about no butter, but I know about dip." So now I don't know if it was a play on the words,
Right.
because it's like almost like food,
Yeah.
right? Butter and dip.
Yeah.
But he was like so pissed off that they asked him that. He's like, "I don't know nothing about no butter, but I do know about dip." But that's how big butter was. That it was messing with radio personalities' heads. Right. Eddie and Jobo out here. I was like, we're on the verge of going on the radio here, regular rotation, because Eddie and Jobo in the morning were like, "What's with this butter song?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, finally, it's gonna, and it never flipped.
No shit.
Here, and I don't know why, but that was that.
You see, now we talked about this all the time that we should have them two on the show. So
Yeah, whatever.
Now we got a question for them. If we ever
They were supporters, man.
If we ever book Eddie and Jobo. Another question for you.
It wasn't your time.
It wasn't, and,
No.
and that's what it's all about.
Timing.
It is.
It's the good Lord.
Still
When
here.
he knows you're ready to
Still
go.
here, bro.
Yep.
What is your pet peeve as you're performing?
I don't really have any pet peeves.
Okay.
I don't. I'm the one driving, right? So if I see something I don't like, I just move away from it. You see all type of crazy things. I mean, I could get thrown off too, because sometimes I laugh. It's just funny to me. I'm having fun. It's fun to me. But somebody will make a face, somebody will blow a kiss, somebody's flirting, somebody's doing something crazy. Texas, I'm performing. This girl reaches up, she grabs me, right?
Grabs you? What the hell?
Yeah, grabs me, right? She grabs a full package, and she squeezes, and I punched her dead in her chest.
Damn!
I told this story on the last podcast I did. That was one of the craziest things I've had to do.
Was this when
while I was
Butter
on
came out?
stage. Yeah, I'm performing, I'm out there performing Butter, Shake. And I don't know what in her mind, she was like, I'm just going to grab him.
Yeah.
But she goes up, she grabs, and then she squeezes. Now, okay, I would have backed off. You know what I'm saying? But when she grabbed and squeezed, I had no choice but to punch her dead in her chest with a mic in my hand.
That was like.
He turned into
And
Michael Jackson real quick.
This was her face.
That's like.
Oh my God.
That's the
'Cause
quick. That's that quick
Man,
reflex. That's what it was.
I had
That
to.
was a
I had
quick
to.
reflex.
I had to. It was no.
Dog,
That was a quick reflex.
dog. My stomach cramps right now.
You stupid.
Just by
That
hearing
quick
that
reflex.
shit, I can't even imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Now, what are you gonna do? Kick her in the face?
They would grab at the chains. They would, if you got close enough, they would pull
yeah.
you down.
Oh yeah,
They
I
would
believe
pull you
it.
down.
I've seen some of that shit. That's why you do not go past the monitors.
Yeah.
Couple more questions for you, Pat.
Yeah. Shoot.
So you quickly talked about how you're promoter back in the day. So if you created an event, what would the event be? Who would be the artist, DJ?
I'm gonna create it. It's coming.
Okay.
I'm gonna create it, and there's a reason why it's coming. I mean, it's an age thing.
It's like fine wine, bro. Fine wine.
Fine wine, boy.
You gotta sit on that pastor.
You're gonna come to my concert. But no, are we talking like house? Just
Anything.
in my concert?
It's your event.
Yeah, I definitely would have some of the cast that paved the way for me. I would have Elias there because I like Follow Me. I think it does something to the crowd. Everybody knows it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I would have Little Susie there for the freestyle because I perform with her on stage, and it's amazing to see what she did for that genre and how they react to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's the queen right there.
Stop it, Al. Stop.
You said it.
This-
You heard it here first.
I've stood on stage with all of them. They're all beautiful performers. They all do their thing. They know their crowd. The crowd knows them. But these are some of the artists. But I would have Rob Bass there.
Okay.
Because that whole tape, I think I popped that tape.
Joy and Pain.
Yeah. There's a lot of songs that they have that are dope. But that would be the core of it.
Okay.
Because that's the sound that I like.
Okay.
You know, that's in my budget. Yeah. But we're talking like big acts. You know, if I had the opportunity, man, our mixtape would be sick, bro.
Now, obviously, you would be headlining that event, right?
I would headline it
Okay.
for sure. I'm gonna close it out with Butter, right?
No.
I am. It's gonna happen like that.
I think it's time to fucking. Anybody want to invest? We're looking for investors right now.
But we were talking about
investors.
We were talking about progression. So I was thinking
Progression.
you would start off with that, but then you would go into like the stuff that people need to, listen to and hear, especially from your mixtape Evicted.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what my party would look like.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, you talking serious concert?
Mm.
Yeah, we can get crazy. You know,
Hey, Victor, stop being a
lot of-
pervert.
just cut it out.
Victor's being a pervert.
She was reaching for the butter. He was talking about the story when he got grabbed.
Yeah.
And then basically the last question here. Any advice?
She had
Well-
balls.
she was reaching for the
Fat
phone.
man. Come on,
Hey, they got
bro.
butterball turkeys.
This is true.
They got butterballs. You ever been to a fancy restaurant? They got the little bolitas. Little bolitas.
If I had two more questions. If you had to tell your younger self any advice, what would it be?
It would definitely be around the realm of protecting your asset, right? Like knowing what contracts you're getting into and understanding the business.
Mm-hmm.
I was too busy doing whatever I wanted that I wasn't really focused on. So when UC crashed, I crashed with it because I didn't continue moving along and trying to find that next label or just being independent. You know, back then it was like independent. No, you gotta be with a label to make it, right? Because that's where the money comes.
Mhm.
You know, you got this dude behind you with a ridiculous amount of money. Everything happens. You want to be on radio? You're on radio. You know, you need a wardrobe. You see music. Wardrobe came out. You know what? We got to move from this building to another 2-story building. I know Butter had everything to do with that.
Yeah.
I know that. And that's why whoever owns that catalog,
Call me.
we're coming for them. But, you know, it is what it is. I would have told myself, know what you're getting into. Now, it's a different story, right? We're
So-
able to see things in real time and do our own research, and no one's going to take advantage of you because you're going to do your job. and
Did you
learning.
ever investigate?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I got up to some people in New York that actually bought some of the catalog, but they would not respond to an email. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, go ahead.
I tell you why, because if you signed a contract, which I was there when some of these conversations were had, and this is where I learned some of it. You know, if you were there for a work for hire, that's what you got paid for.
Mm-hmm.
You put your name on that paper, you got a check, game over. That's it. This
We
does
own you.
not belong to you,
Mm.
right? Now,
So pretty much they own the masters.
correct.
Now,
They-
did you
they
have-
the catalog?
Real quick, did you have Looking for the Butter copywritten already?
I didn't have nothing.
Oh shit.
I just went in there, spit some dope bars, and then signed away, right? But I was like, the writing is mine,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
and it was written. So, with that being said, when the catalog was purchased, no one knows what was written. I have what was written.
You have the receipts.
I got the receipts, right? So I've been contacted on several people. Hey, I'm gonna do a remix to Butter. You're not gonna use my vocals. You could play with the beats all day. but that unless you want to pay for them, those are mine.
Mhm.
I wrote those, right? And so you got to know you have the receipts, you're good. So yeah, that those are backdated.
Mhm.
I got into a conversation with one producer. It was like, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, no, you're not, because those are my vocals. I own those. It went all the way through ASCAP.
No shit.
They contacted me. I show them a picture, receipts. You cannot do that. We're going to take this down. And that was just to teach. I don't care what happened with it. It was just to teach.
Don't fuck with me.
Like, no, have respect.
Right.
The conversation should have went like this. Hey, P, I want to do a remix to Looking for the Butter. Okay, well, you can't use my vocals unless you're going to pay for them, right?
Mm.
I wrote those.
Correct.
You're going to make, is it going to be monetary? You're going to pay me something.
All right.
But let's have that conversation. So it didn't go that way. It was more of like, well, we're gonna do it then anyway. It doesn't matter, I got an attorney and I've been in this game for blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay,
Right.
do what you got to do. That's what I said. Do what you got to do, and they continued. And then when it finally rolled down, they were like, hey, I mean, come on. And I was like, I told you, do not play with that.
Yeah.
See, not there's a song. There's a song called what was it? The Girl Is Mine. It's called. It's by a British group, 99 Souls.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came out with that record, it's pretty much a sample between Brandy and Monica's "The Boy Is Mine." Yeah. So when they came out with that record, they just released the record using the vocals from the sample. They didn't have permission to do it.
Right.
So when Brandy and Monica found out about it, they contacted the British duo and they say, hey, you can't be using my vocals and stuff like
I heard that.
So what ended up happening is that they respectfully asked Brandy and Monica. No, they asked Brandy and Monica to rewrite the vocals because basically they didn't have the rights for the song, like the vocals for the song.
Yeah, because the record label owned it.
Record label owned it. Yeah. So they asked Brandy and Monica to rewrite the song with their own re-sing the parts on the song. So for their record,
for their track,
for their track, Monica opted out. Brandy was able to do it and stuff like that. So
big money.
Yeah, big money.
A lot of money.
But I just did some research when he was talking about UC. So back in 2001, UC was bought out by Warlock Records based out of New York.
Correct.
So I'm guessing you're trying to contact them, or are you trying to?
I went through that channel.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was pushed to some other people, and I sent them an email, but that they never responded.
Right.
And I was like, cool, whatever, right? Just to chase that is going to be a hefty fee.
It sure is.
Right.
Right.
So that's cool, because if the time comes and if it's supposed to happen that way, it'll come.
Right.
And it's as simple as that. So remember, when I got to register my song so that it's on all these platforms, right?
Correct.
When I go to do it, Pamp and Knock shows up. So that right there told me somebody's collecting money, right? Even some of the producers probably sent their own tracks out there to collect money off it. I don't blame them. Whatever.
Right.
They made the track cool.
Right.
I could respect that.
Right.
Whatever. I'm gonna hustle. I'm still performing it. Cool. But you learn. And the same token, if a company comes and says, I like Looking for the Butter, and they put it on a commercial, you better believe these people pop up and say, hey, they can't play that. And then I'm going to be like, hey, you owe me money.
Yeah, no shit.
Exactly.
Right? That's why nobody fucks with me.
That was my thought process.
Because they know. That's why nobody says anything. And I'm out there like, yeah, go ahead. Keep pumping that. Now, granted, to make a lot of money off of that, I mean, hundreds and thousands of streams, millions of streams in order to make some decent coin, right? We're not making money. That's why we do stuff like this. That's why we're out there hustling. So, but yeah, that's why I do what I do, man.
And you're doing it right.
Yeah, man.
You're doing it right.
Do it right.
Last question for Pamp. Any advice to any DJs or
Get money.
MCs.
Get money. Don't let nobody. Nah. Go ahead.
We're
No,
trying.
that's what I'm saying. Any advice to upcoming DJs or
MCs.
MCs in
Well, he's a DJ too.
Yeah,
Don't let it-
DJ.
don't
any
get it twisted.
I'm not a DJ.
He's a DJ too. Stop
any
it.
advice to
He's
MCs?
looking for the
Could you
DJ.
imagine if I was a
Looking for the
DJ?
DJ. You are a DJ. Stop
Come
it.
on, bro.
Bro, stop it. You know how to mix music.
I'm shutting the game down.
There you go. Boom. Told you.
So, I would say just love what you do, master your craft, and pay it forward.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Amen.
Everything else is insignificant. Now we all do what we do to gain some bread,
Yeah.
right, and some butter.
Mm,
But
we do it legit.
at the end of the day, we do make money off of it, and some of us are, I'm about this bag. Some of us are, I just love it,
Yeah.
and whatever you choose, just make sure you honor that shit. You know what I'm saying, and respect it. That's all. You know, I pay homage to these that came before me, to these artists that came before me, but at the same token, you don't show me no respect, I will diss you. Plain and simple.
That's
It'll
that's
be
that MC mentality,
and it'll
right
be
there.
just that, and I will keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And that is the MC mentality, you know, because I say to myself, I'm waiting for the next cat to come on stage and hop over a Pamp beat and disrespect me like you're dope, right? I want to see that. That's gonna only bring out the better in me.
Yeah.
Because right now I feel like I'm in my own world in that realm.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's people doing it. You know, I know what's this cat's name? It surprised me. He was rhyming over house, and I was just like, ooh, that's disrespectful.
Ooh.
I forget the name. It'll
It's all right, bro. We're all bills.
it's true.
I get it.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we start losing shit, bro. I do that every day, bro. Stop it.
It happens.
It's all right.
Logic.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're right.
So his last album, he just released an album, and when I heard this, and I was just like, ew. Like, it made me want to go back and be like, yeah, okay,
All right.
you're my realm,
Yeah.
right? And so I respect that. That's emceeing. That's the art.
It's kind of like Beyonce and country singers right now.
Lord, here you go.
Come on, man. Let's not do that.
Here you go. Here you go. Jesus.
Ah, come on.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Do what you do, and it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter if people think that award was paid for. It doesn't matter if, you know what, she's up there doing it, and she did
She's
it.
up there doing it.
You know,
It was paid for.
she's on a horse. You know, chilling, get money. But it is what it is, man.
Now I have a stupid question.
No question is stupid.
Well, you know, Al he started off the
It's Al.
I know Al started off with the show talking about butter, and you know, like,
Did you find it yet?
Yeah, that was the stupid question right there.
No. I mean, you know,
Butter's paper.
But
He's always chasing it.
butter is
Paper.
It is butter's anything dope.
To the non-single guys like ourselves.
I know, but like,
It
It's
could be
paper.
anything. It could be the
Butter's-
sneakers you're rocking. It could be the girl you melted like butter. You know, whatever.
that was his question,
Is
right?
anything
Talking about
fresh?
have you looking for the butter? So my question to end the show off was basically is related to Al's question. Why butter? Why not gold? Why not cheese? Why not bread?
Looking for the
The
cheese.
project was
It's all right, bro. Looking for the butter's catchy, bro.
queso.
What? Looking for the queso?
Queso. Smacking
Oh,
people
yeah,
in their
that's right.
Looking for the
forehead.
queso?
Looking for the Volkswagen
You stupid.
punch buggy. Looking for the punch buggy.
No, so the way the project was presented to me was make butter fresh. That's how it was presented to me. And so butter was fresh. Anything that was dope.
Okay.
Stepped in the house looking for the butter. People and looked around, saw a few others. All them girls are dope.
You know what? You should maybe sue South Park too because of butters.
Stupid. That was way before.
No, he was,
Or the
way
Korean
before
group.
that. Yeah, right.
Was it the Korean group that
Yep.
got butter?
Yeah, butters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, BTS.
BTS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'ma
there's a
talk
lot
to
of
them.
lawsuits right now, bro.
Chris
Yeah.
Lara said that you should tag all the butter, peanut butter,
I
butter
did.
nut companies.
There's only one butter company
They get
I
a
work
payday.
with.
Imperial.
Can't believe it's butter.
Come on, bro.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Jesus. I can't with this guy.
Right?
No. Yeah, Land O'Lakes.
Oh, okay. Land
Yeah.
Lakes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
dope.
if they came to me and said, let's do a butter commercial, we got it.
Okay.
Their stock would go up.
Right?
It's,
My favorite
it's
butter.
written.
That's my favorite butter.
It's a family joke, too. Everybody's in their fridge. Get rid of butter. You know? It
Could you
is.
imagine?
It is.
Could you imagine if Land Lakes had dropped a commercial like that?
You know what? We should make a parody.
You stupid.
We'll have Butters,
Land O'Lakes, hit me up.
Land O'Lakes.
I'm saying, would it be? That'd be interesting.
I
Have you
can't
seen-
believe
I could
it.
just
I
see
can't believe it's not butter.
You stupid.
Have you seen a butter commercial?
No,
Have you seen for real?
I haven't seen
You've
it.
never seen like a I can't
Oh,
believe it's
yeah,
butter
yeah, yeah.
commercial?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen
I
those.
think it's
Yeah.
just them, right? Who's that?
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't
They're-
believe it's not
yeah,
butter.
They're on their own. I think they're. I don't know. I'm not in stocks like
Hey,
that,
do
bro.
me a favor. Just go to www.pampsofficial.com and subscribe. Or just
I'm gonna drop it in the comment real quick.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or
drop the likes.
PAMP.
And all your whole catalog's on there, right? Too.
It's on
as well?
there. Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah. Just
Free download?
when you look it up, just PAMP. It's on Spotify, all the DSPs.
Or like
And
in
listen to some new shit. All right. You have Party at My Place. That was 2018. 2023 we did Evicted. And a lot of singles for 2024. So
Chicago
there's
Fire.
a lot of heat, and Chicago Fire is what we just ended up with, and it's becoming an anthem. So
maybe have a remix competition. See,
nah,
put
no,
some.
no one's touching that one.
No, not Fire.
Chicago
not,
Fire,
No,
or
not Chicago
just-
Fire. Just
for
any other.
anything.
Yeah.
They told. I have problems with that, just because.
Well, obviously nothing could go unless you obviously authorize it.
Yeah, that's true. But
You know,
yeah, I feel like I gotta handpick the people that are gonna.
you would. Yeah, that would be handpicked
Yeah.
by you, and only you.
Yeah, I'm down, man. I want people to work. I want people to succeed, especially if you're in that. If you're producing, you're a new producer, you want to try working with somebody. Reach out, collab. You
Yeah,
never
'cause-
know what's gonna happen. Look at 3J and Patrick Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a
So yeah.
few-minute conversation. Next thing you know, it's all over the place.
You got track
Well,
out.
maybe somebody makes a remix, man, and it goes viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. And right now, that's all you get that one music video to go viral or background beat, man, and it's a wrap.
Yeah, just stay working. That's it. Stay working.
That's
be
what we love
happy.
about you, bro. Because you don't age, bro. You're like a vampire, bro. You still look like 30 years. I feel like every time I look at you, it's
That's
like
just
30
'cause
years
I
behind.
shave, bro.
You shave my ass. Stop it, bro. You got no gray hair, bro. Nothing,
Oh
bro.
man, I got gray hair.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop
Pamp,
it. Pamp
it's
don't
been a-
age.
that's
I think he uses
that's your
butter.
advice.
He uses butter. That's why his skin's so soft.
Hey, is that
He uses
shea butter?
that cocoa butter. That shea butter.
Hell. Cut it.
Pam's got the butter.
Oh my god!
Make that skin smooth. No crow's feet.
smooth as butter.
Hey.
Smooth as butter.
Smooth like butter. That would
I'm
be
gonna let
cute.
y'all get this part in, all right?
Yeah, you and these jokes. I forgot you're a dad, so these are dad jokes to you.
My bad.
Pap, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
It
thank
has
you
been.
for
Thank you, bro.
having
No,
me.
thank you. This is an honor, bro. Seriously, we actually do. I'm amazed at some of the stuff that we talked about, man. I think I didn't think it was that much hate in that side of the industry. I thought it was just the DJs, but I guess it's a pandemic.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
It's everywhere. But
The
thanks
pandemic.
for the love, bro. Thanks
No,
for
thank
having
you,
me.
man. Thank you,
Thank
Pam.
you.
Thank
Everybody who chimed in, appreciate it.
Hey,
Sure.
appreciate it, Pam. It's been dope. A nice conversation
Wow.
with you. It's been
Yeah. And
Then honorable Judge Pamp in the building.
We're coming to watch you spin too. It ain't over.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day.
When
When I get back from tour.
okay. Oh wait, shit. When you start your tour, the hell?
Just kidding.
I'm about to say.
He's leaving next week.
Hey, stupid.
He's going to Germany.
You know what? My birthday is in a couple
got my
of.
backpack.
My birthday is next week. Not next week. In 2 weeks. So.
So you want him to?
I'll
give
tell
a
you what.
present, know?
Stupid. You
I'll
stupid.
tell you what.
I'm at LG's.
All right.
I'm at LG's though.
Okay, we'll do that. And then March 14th is a Friday.
Okay.
We're doing an industry event. You might be busy, but if you're not,
Okay.
it's an industry event. It's by invite only. Just send me your name. You can do it through social media or whatever. I'll put you on the list, and it's gonna be all house.
Nice.
So
Okay.
Nice.
yeah, we're gonna start popping up, showing.
I heard you do a second floor VIP party over somewhere in Lincoln Park for your birthday.
No, that was my brother's 39th birthday.
I thought somebody told me it was yours.
No.
See what happens when you're here from Puerto Ricans, bro?
No. That's my
Everybody-
brother's 39th birthday.
I heard that shit was lit.
It was wild.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, good times.
VIP second floor. The only way you can get up was with your name on the list.
Yeah.
I'd have been like Night at the
We do it,
Roxbury.
we
I'm
do
on
it
the
like
list.
that, so it's tight. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no.
You gotta be
It's all
tight,
family.
and especially what's
Got it.
going on in the cities.
Yeah. You can say that again.
Pay attention.
Yep. Again, Pamp, thank you for joining us. Been a pleasure. That's the end of our show, guys. You could check us out. Wait, what?
Shoot out your socials.
Oh, well, I was gonna go.
All right, go
that.
ahead. My bad.
So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to the Industry DJs podcast. You can check us out every single Monday, live on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube at the Industry DJs. Follow us on social media at the Industry DJs on Facebook, also on Instagram at the Industry DJs. Pam, shout out your socials real quick.
Man, it's just Pamp's Official.
Okay.
That's it. Pamp's Official.
all the way across Instagram.
All the way across the
All
board.
platforms.
All platforms. Pamp's Official. PAMPS Official.
All right, and then check them out on the streaming platforms as well.
PAMP.
There you go.
There you
go. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the Industry DJs podcast. Again, next week actually we are going to have Gino Rockin' Romo, who's going to be joining us next week. He's going to be talking about his next Club Romo event, which is Sunday, March 2nd at the Joe's Live in Rosemont.
You'll be there? You coming through?
I don't know if I'm gonna be there for that one. Gino always invites. But I'll see.
I'll pick
I'll
you up.
try
Don't worry
to.
about it. I got you.
You going? You
Yeah,
going?
oh, yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we
Let
got shout out to Gino. He got
If
us
I don't got nothing
tickets.
scheduled, I'll roll with y'all.
Cool.
We'll go check it
Yeah,
out.
we got tickets there, so we'll be there as well.
Cool.
So,
we're
yeah.
bringing two surprise guests with us.
That's what's up.
Two big
That's
names
what's
in
up.
the industry.
That's one spot I do want to get to.
Joe's Live.
Gino brought us to.
Yeah, no, we were
to,
there last time.
Well, I didn't perform at the daytime there.
Mhm.
We did the downtown,
Mhm.
which
Navy
was
Pier.
dope. Navy Pier. I mean,
That
how
was
dope.
big.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was fire too.
Mm-hmm.
Rosemont, I think, is close to home, so that'll get nuts. But yeah, hey Gino, you heard me.
I'll come pick you up. I'll be your Uber. I'll be your Uber Black. My car's black. Yeah.
Uber Black.
I want to wreck that show.
Okay.
I know you would. You rock every show.
So
It's not
thank
even
you.
a question, bro.
Appreciate it,
No, I
it.
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, seriously.
To
Thank
the
you.
words of Peter Ramos, support your local DJs. To the words of Outdoor like this.
Stay safe. Stay vigilant. We love you.
Pamp, thank you
Peace.
guys for tuning in.
For
Thank you
sure.
for joining us, Pamp. We
Hey,
appreciate
Point,
it.
bring Pamp over to MCM too. They love
Yeah.
him over there.
Yeah, It was Point's video. That
Yeah,
was his video that's
yeah.
going bananas right
Yeah.
now.
I'm telling
There's
you,
another
they
one.
love you over there, bro.
DJ Point's another one, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I love my
He was on-
Chicago
yeah, he
DJs.
was on the show
I
2
love
weeks
all
ago.
you DJs, bro.
Every time we have a
Facts.
good DJ on here, they always talk about Pamp. Always has looking for the butter. Always.
I pop in once in a while.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Poppin'.
I know. We see you. We see you, bro. We see you. Oh yeah, and $1,000 first bid for the hat. Just
And
saying.
it's up to 3,500.
No, that's you forgot a couple zeros.
350,000. That's what you're talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Bugatti right now.
Right.
We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good one, guys.